I'm just watching Facebook Live and I was there with the Christmas shirt on. That was weird, wasn't it? Hello, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let's hand sanitize before we start. Very, very important. Today's early bird. Oh, if you want this seam sanitizer, I've got it in the 10 o'clock hour today. 10 o'clock hour today. Today. Oh, smells lovely. Anyway, good morning. How are you? Today's early bird. I love this fabric. Should we put the graphics in? Because you save money on this, don't you? It's an early bird. We bring you something that normally sells very well. We made a little bundle here. First time that the minis have been in the early bird, isn't it? I just need to turn the gallery up. They're very, very quiet. I'll just do this. Oh, am I very loud in there? Oh, no. I've got to get used to this, haven't I? Sorry. Look at this. Right, they're nice and loud now. There you go. So in this bundle for £10.97, you not only get half a metre of the minis, you get half a metre, I'm presuming this is lime, and half a metre, now there'll be some row about this. It's called Sunshine, but when I had it on Saturday, it was called Gold. It was called Gold on Saturday, wasn't it? Aren't they lovely? It's half metre, half metre, half metre. Oh no, £10.97, saving £2. Right, there's only one P&P for the whole day. If you want this, you can put it in your basket, you can check out. And check it out. And that's your P&P done for the day, isn't it? Good morning, Anne King. Good morning, Sheila Shah. Good morning, Lorraine Dawn. Princess loves this fabric. Now, I might be a bit loud. Am I too loud in there? Because I'm echoing. I can hear myself echoing in there now. Oh, that's why I'm loud, because Jeremy's turned me up. So it's Jeremy and Kat on today. Brother and sister. The Wilcoxing. Oh, and I've got a message for the mother in a minute. Look. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, do we sell this by the half metre on the website? I think we should. Have we got it? Kat's going to get it. Kat's going to get it for me. So Kat will get that. We'll have that. Loads in baskets. Right, I've just saw Marcia. This is Mrs. Marcia's favourite shirt ever. I know, I'm just checking the messages. Don't come in, Kat, because I'm on thing. Go back to, could you go back to this, Jeremy? There you go, well done. Shelley, good morning, John and crew. Leslie, good morning, John, fabulous fabric. Diane, good morning, John, with a kiss. Lorraine, crazy Lorraine, good morning, John and all. Lucy, good morning, John. Thank you for giving me my sewing bug back. Oh, you're more than welcome, Lucy. It's my pleasure. It's very warm in here today. The aircon will kick in. We've only been here 2 hours. It will kick in eventually. Glenny says that lovely early bird isn't it, Glenn? So let me show you a bit more here. Jan Barrett, good morning, gorgeous. Don't know what channel she's watching. Good morning, gorgeous. John says Lynn. Lo says good morning. June's just joined, and Karen as well. Loadsy there. Morning, John. Love that shirt. Well, it's quite old, this shirt now, June. Well, I chose it because I've got Sashiko coming up later. That's not why I chose it. I wore it because I love this shirt. And then Kat went, oh, that's a nice Sashiko shirt. And I was like, that's why I wore it. That's why I wore it. Oh, look, Claire. Good morning, John. Gorgeous. Good morning, all, says Jan. Good morning, John. One and all, says Irene. Kirsty, morning, John. Remember to bring my iPad into the office today, watching while I'm at work. Don't you get caught. Morning, John from Joan. Hi there, Lintuit. Jill Sandal, hope you're all well. Glennis, in the bag and paid for. Lauren, good morning, John. Lovely early bird. Helen, good morning, John. Jill, good morning, John. And whoever is with you, it's Kat and Jeremy. Hi from Ohio, says Tracy. Ooh, international audience. Oh, they're singing some song about Ohio now. It's what? It's from Jersey Boys. And here, oh no, in York. Which Wendy is it? Oh, on here. Oh. Wendy says she's off to work. Judith, good morning. Jill, good morning from a horrible and wet Devon. Denise, good morning. Chris, good morning. Tracy, what is he making? Tracy, I'm not making anything, my love. I'm just showing you fabrics this hour. I'm making you buy it, yeah. I've got Cara Delevingne. No. Cara. I thought of another Cara in the car this morning. Think of another Cara. Well, who was the one that sang, do it again, do it again, with love, do it again. No. And she also sang Viva España. No, it wasn't Cara Williams. No. Morning, John. Love the fabric. Hope you're keeping well from Caroline. Laurie's tuned in. Your shirt reminds me of a Van Gogh painting, says Lorraine Moulton. We were talking about him this morning, weren't we? Anyway, do you know what? They sold, what did they sell yesterday? Basting spray. I've washed this table so many times this morning. Jeremy's washed it so many times as well. And my shirt's just stuck to the table like that. Ema, good morning. Anne, good morning. She's having a cup of tea in bed. Watch, don't spill it now. Nothing worse. I can't bear people who eat in bed. I can't bear crumbs and toast in bed. Oh, now, Cat loves eating in bed. I love... Nice, this is beautiful. Now, if you are going to use it for a bag, because it's a poplin weight, this one, so you'll need to put it on your H640 or your, yeah, what's it called? What's the one Debbie Shaw uses that we did with Living in Loveliness the other day? I want to say Bowden's, but... Bosel, that's it, Bosel. So, Maria, morning, gorgeous John. I don't know which John these people are watching. Morning, John. You have taken your cheerful pills today. Laurie, no, not at all. Not at all. Yeah. Get you dancing. Oh, I can't read. I'm getting so old now. Get you dancing. Decimating. Not, I don't know what that means. It's crazy, Lorraine. What can't you find? Won't come up on yours yet. Come up next now. She's a top fan. Oh, look, Barbara has said, Tracy Harper, fabric for Steve. Yeah, presume he likes a mini, does he? But anyway, you can get this bundle. You can get this. How many? Third, the stock's gone already. And the loads in baskets. Lots you haven't checked out. You do realise it's only one P&P for the day, don't you? So you can check out as many times as you like. Oh, read a message from Wendy, round across the cost of... No, I can't read these. You'd have to read it out. You'd have to read it out. I can see it. Hello, Elliot. Morning, John. Bought myself a new Mini 2 months ago, so just got the fabulous early bird. Great to see you back. Love, Wendy from the Wirral. How are you, Wendy from the Wirral, my love? Oh, now, Wendy, aren't you in Tier 3 in the Wirral? Oh, has it, Elliot? Come here. Let me see your haircut. Does it make you look any thinner? No. Oh, hang on, Julia, yeah, we've got a TV channel, 74 on Freeview and 670 on Sky. Oh, it's nice, Elliot, turn around. Oh, it's lovely hairdo. Doesn't make you look any thinner, though. No. Right. So that was for Julia. Pam Minihani, good morning. Lovely from Wakefield, says Elizabeth. Was it Cara El Sol that sang? Oh, I don't know. Layla says, good morning, John. Right, I've got to get on. Check out. Closing that up. Now, if you were just watching, if you're watching Bex yesterday, or you just watched the bit before, there was a bit of a mistake. They got the first show. It wasn't anyone's fault. Nobody's fault. Anyway, look at the menu. So menu, 8 o'clock, is fabrics. Now, little Paul will get very angry about that because he hates it when they're all called fabulous fabrics. 9 o'clock, we've got Sashiko panels. Well, that's wrong as well, isn't it? We've got Sashiko panels with Cara Ackerman, but she's got more than Sashiko panels. She's got, she's making a makeup bag. She's going to show you how to do Sashiko stitching. In a minute. Stock up your sewing room, 10 o'clock. That's tools, obviously. 11 o'clock, Pajama. Now, isn't that funny? When I saw it written in the gallery, I thought it was spelt wrong, but it's not, is it? Pyjama. Bag with Cara Ackerman. And repeat at 12 o'clock. Oh, yes, I'll be packing bags and going on. I'm delivering some more therapy dolls to Francesca today, so I've got to do that at 12 o'clock. Right, so this is the... Oh, what's happened? Yeah, something's happened to this. What's this thing I'm talking to here? The ratio has changed, and I'm about 20 foot tall and about that fat. No, it isn't. I look up. Oh, it's really... How's that happened, Jeremy? Oh, how weird. I'll get Elliot in because Elliot. Anyway, so that's what Cara's making. We got the koi fabric as well, haven't we, in that hour? So she's making that, and then look at this. Cara's second hour. Now this is a bundle with the giraffe fabric and the white, and you get some blue as well, right? It's very limited. It will go on pre-order later. It can't go on pre-order yet. Only the first 2 hours are on pre-order for now. Right, let me just do a couple of messages, then I'll do this. Sophie. Oh, butter or other fat will remove the basting spray. Oh, thank you. We want to see Elliot's hairdo, says Sharon. Sylvia sang Aviva España. Oh, I got that wrong, didn't I? Thanks, it's not working. We'll have to retune. Julia, if that's Freeview, is that Freeview 74 you're talking about? Kate, morning, sweethearts. How lovely to see John. You really cheer me up. Big hugs from Guernsey. Galenish, you're here. That's good enough for me. Thank you. Can you see it, Jeremy? I can't see it. Come and stand here. Right, this is Jeremy, everybody. I'll do I'm going out. I'll go out. You have a look, right? Look on there.
Oh, yeah, it does look quite...
Yeah, go.
It's okay on the other one.
It's okay on the other one, yeah. I just have to do the 2 metre thingy, don't we? No, I know I'm joking. I know I'm joking about it, but I want you to know we are very serious here. Like, before we come in the morning, well, when we arrive in the morning, Jeremy and Kat sanitise the whole of the studio. I do my dressing room. Kat does the kitchen. Everything, every time we open all the bags and everything like that, we all sit here with our hand sanitizer and everything like that. And then when we go home this afternoon, we sanitize again. So even though we don't really have to, I suppose, after, because it's empty then until tomorrow morning, but we sanitize everything. And there's 2 people in the office today. 2 people is it 2 or 3? No, 2. Who's the third person? Oh, Elliot. Yeah, Elliot's here. And then our Hayley from marketing is here, and Tom, graphic designer. They've got a socially distanced meeting. Everyone else is working from home. So I just want you to know we do take it incredibly serious. So we might kind of laugh and joke about it, but we do take all that very seriously. Right. Before we start today's show, I've shown you that. Oh, Jeremy, do you want to show the pictures? He's upset because there you go. He took loads of pictures this morning. Look, Elliot. Why am I tall and skinny on there? No. They're both together, look. Only available in the kit. At 11 o'clock, Lorraine. There you go. Thank you, Jeremy. I bet when Elliot was dusting it. And didn't I say Elliot? Oh, sorry. Thank you, Elliot. When Jeremy was dusting it, you must really press the button. All the ladies want to see your haircut, but you don't want to come out in that outfit, do you? Oh, he's coming out. Here he is. I'm going off. Here's Elliot. Elliot. Right. Go. Off. Right, okay, you can get in touch. There are lots of ways you can get in touch. You can email studio@sewingstreet.com, studio@sewingstreet.com. That is the one that goes straight through to Kat in the gallery. Any pictures you want to send in of your Sashiko or anything you want to send in, do it that way. Then, and also we love seeing people's cats and dogs. Or you can send a message via Facebook Live, which are the ones I've been reading out because I can see them on the screen in front of me. You just look for Sewing Street TV on Facebook. Or if you go to the website, right, our brand new website. Oh, I've got something else to tell you as well. I knew there was something else, but click on the website, click on Watch the Show Live, and then you can message, you'll see a type in now. Hello, they need to colour that box in. Who's in charge of that? Anyway, hello, John. Oh, it's got a whole long, thank you, your message has been successfully sent. And then what happens is, come back to me, and then the message will come up across the bottom there. Catherine from the West Midlands, that's Kat. Right, now the other thing you need to know is there's an app. We've had an email about the app, right, which means you can watch, shop and comment from the app. So just go to your app store, or whichever, they're all different, aren't they, on different phones. Go to the place where you get your apps from, look up Sewing Street, and you'll find the app there, and you can shop, watch and comment via that. That's brilliant, isn't it? Right, okay, let me just do this, and then we'll get on with the fabric. So, loving Elliot's hair. Oh, that's lovely. Lo thinks my shirt's very good stuff. Nova says, I'm going to miss you all so much when I return to work on Monday. Thank you, goodness, for Facebook. Elliot is very cute, says Juliet. Elliot's hairstyle looks like yours used to look, John. Morning, John. Love to see you have a good day, says Lulu. Neve says, morning, John. Julie says, good to know. And then Shelley Louise says she got it last week. I don't know what that means. And Bernie says good morning to all. Right, okay, let's get on. Now, you know Lisa the vicar, who's allowed to do funerals, but she's not allowed to do weddings. It was her birthday yesterday. Oh, where's that suddenly come from? That's all you people buying the early bird. I won't be reading that out, by the way, but that's just going across the bottom there. Oh, you can? Oh, you can't? Elliot's just muttering. Lisa's birthday. Now, she didn't have a very good day. She's in her mid-40s, and they've got a dog. She's married to Terry. That's enough for her. Anyway, the dog wasn't... What's the dog called? Ruby. Well, Ruby wasn't very well yesterday. She was a bit dehydrated. So they spent the day in the vets. Anyway, everything's fine. Happy birthday for yesterday, Lisa Vicar. You're more than welcome. Right, nicely people you talk to behind the scenes makes them more real. I have to tell you, Elliot's not real. Elliot's not real. Right, come on. Vintage Christmas bundle. This is a bundle that Kat's put together for you. Oh, I thought, because the name I thought was yours. Right, here we go. Right, head out of way. Put it in the shot. Ready? 3, 2, 1, upstairs. Oh, that's not the upstairs. I'm sorry, Jeremy's still training. I'm ever so sorry. Are you helping him, Elliot? He's obviously been mixing with people from his neighbourhood. I can't understand a word Elliot's saying. Anyway, look at those, half a metre of each. Half a metre each. Shall we guess? Come on then. Right, I think we've got, that's fur, that's sage. Or is that misty blue? Misty blue that's green. Chartreuse, fur, khaki. Is that khaki? Khaki. Crimson, claret, tan, beige. Now, I wonder what bundle that was for then. What bundle was that for, do you think? Vintage Christmas, they've called it. Vintage Christmas. No glitter in the vintage times. How much is it? 24. Oh, that's a funny price. Oh, hang on. There's a saving. They've not made the graphics any bigger. I can't read them, see. Vintage Christmas, plain, 100% cotton fabric, mega bundle, 4 metres. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 4 metres. But you get this half a metre for free. Or that one. One of them you get for free. You buy 8, pay for 7. That's what you do. £24.43. Got to go quick today because there's loads to show you. Oh, yeah, now remember... Oh, yes, we're supposed to show this, weren't we? Right. The first 2 hours are on pre-order on the website. Go to the website, click on... Watch the show live. Here we go. On the website. Oh, is it Elliot's fault? Click on Watch Live. Scroll down. There you see pre-order. Click on there and the first 2 hours are there already. So if you want to see anything that I'm showing or want to buy it or you're nipping out, the first 2 hours are on there. At the end of the first hour, we'll then put the 10 o'clock hour on. And then to the 10 o'clock hour, we'll put the 11. You know what I mean? We'll add an hour as and when we can. Okay, thank you very much indeed. Right, so I've done Vintage Christmas. What's next? Victorian fabrics. Victorian men. Well... Yes, they're all men, but I wouldn't say they're all Victorian. Oh, hang on, stickers come off. Oh, loads of messages about Elliot. He's spoken for ladies. He has another half. She's called Amy. Not little Amy that used to work at Sandquarter. Amy that used to be a director at Rox & Co back in the day. Right, okay, have a look. This is nice. Now, none of us have seen this before, so we're thinking it might be brand new today. It's $5.99 for half a metre. It's 100% cotton. I'll check the width in a minute. I think it'll be 44 inches. Machine washable. Oh, Jackie's joined. Jackie's just woken up. Jackie on the Wirral. Got lovely detailing. Now, the thing is, it's very good. You know, if you're doing a quilt for a boy, I know we're gender fluid here and we shouldn't do things for boys and things for girls, but if you want to make some, the back of a waistcoat be gorgeous as the back of a waistcoat, wouldn't it? Margaret says, good morning, everyone. Loving the show. Thank you, Margaret. $5.99 for half metre. Glynis likes this one. Now, you can only buy by the half metre. So the minimum amount you can buy is half a metre, but you can buy as much as you want, but it has to be in half metre increments. If you're on the website, that means if you want 10 metres, you have to put 20 units in. If you want 1 metre, you put 2 units in. If you only put 1 unit in, you'll only get half a metre. And it will come joined together. You know, like if you buy bundles, they're already cut, whereas fabric off the roll like this. So is it, oh yeah, 44 inches wide, bolt. It's nice though, isn't it? Gloves, bow tie, spats, shoes, moustache. Who? Pauline. You're looking, oh, Pauline, how are you, Pauline, my love? You're looking really trim. Thanks, Pauline. Oh, that's nice. Lisa the Vicar's been in touch. Should she not be doing a sermon or something? Julie Edwards says, Cooey, Julie Edwards. That's the Victorian fabric done there. No, that's the first one I've done. No, oh. Right, hang on a second then. Well, is this Victorian? Is it all under a Victorian range then? Is that what we're saying? Because this one's suitcases. Oh, don't do that, John. I got a message from Roxana not to do that when I'm doing my fabric. So I'll just put that out and I'll put some more sanitizer on my hand and we'll be all right. See, I wouldn't call that Victorian. It's called Victorian Vintage Baggage. Oh, I tell you what, I've got enough of that, baggage. I was up late making a wallet. Regretting it now, says Claire. Jenny says, morning, John. Debbie says, morning, John. Linda says, morning, love the shirt. Oh, so many messages. Teresa, morning, John from Asuggy, Uckfield. Oh, Debbie, good morning. Anyway, look, fabric. Come on, Jeremy Joe, let's get in close on this. It's nice, isn't it? I'd say that was more 1940s rather than Victorian myself. Okay, next one. Oh, okay. Now, we are going to be going very fast, but don't worry, because it's all on the website, so you can go and look at it all on the website. This one now is like Around the World in 80 Days. This reminds me of this one reminds me of. Flight fabric, Victorian vintage flight fabric. Oh, hang on, is it multi-dye? Oh, no. It's like Around the World in 80 Days, wasn't it? 1870s, I think that was set, which is Victorian. Anyway, so many messages. Oh, look at that. Angela, morning, John. In bed with my brew. Is that your boyfriend? Watching this morning. Loving the vintage themed fabric. Lisa, morning, John. Thank you so much for making me laugh. I need to bottle you and have you next to me all day. Oh, you're having a bad day, Lise. Arabella, no. Adele. Oh, Adele with 2 L's. Is that our Adele? Our Adele, morning, John. Loving my half term. Got lots of sewing planned. Great to have Sewing Street on while I sew. Kate, just put one of the silicone fingers on from Prim. Yes, Kate, I asked this morning for one, but nobody. Right, Carol says, morning, John, the invisible team. Carol, you've missed them all. We've had Elliot, we've had Jeremy out. Kat's not been out yet. $5.99 this. It's lovely. Look at the colour. What colour would you call that background? Calm down, John. Breathe. Is it duck egg blue? Is it duck egg blue? Balloon, says Glennis. They would make great book covers. Oh, yeah, they would. Yes, very nice. Right, last one. Now, this next one, I've seen this next one before. So this one can't be new. Oh, I've got 2 more. This is clocks. Victorian clocks. Maybe you haven't seen this one. Maybe just... Because I was talking about when I was at school, and they used to stamp your page with empty clocks, and the teacher would say, do 10 to 2, do 3:30, and all that sort of stuff. Oh, Lewis and Irene, not this one. Oh, I'm being told now. Hilary says, morning, John, loving the balloon fabrics. They're gorgeous, aren't these Victorian ones? What time is it, please? Oh. And you see, if you work in a clock shop, you always put them at 10 to 2. Oh, you did in the old days. Not so much digital now. Do you? What happens if it's a story and it's middle of the night? Yeah, I'd all set it for the right time of the show. But then on EastEnders, you see, it sort of throws... Oh, I haven't watched EastEnders for about 3 years. So. Right. Victorian books. Mind your head, John. Well, now I'm learning, stepping back now. It's only when you've got Janice going like this, you see. Oh, no, hang on. That's Janice. Janice is like that, isn't she? Right, this is lovely, this one, isn't it? Oh, lots of people shopping ahead on the website as well. That's good. Well done. On the pre-order. That was very patronising, Kat. So very good. You're getting the hang of it now. Right, that's the end of Victoriana. Wine. And now we had 4 in this range. I've only got 2 left. This one here. We think these make a nice apron. Wine. That's a bottle opener. Oh, that's a bottle opener. Corkscrew, sorry, corkscrew. Morning, John. How many coffees have you had? Pat, I've had no coffee yet. I'll calm down. I promise. I'll calm down. Sorry if I'm too much for you. I haven't had a drink for nearly 2 years now. Christmas, New Year's Eve, it'll be 2 years. Or New Year's Day, it'll be 2 years. Cheeky mare, Pat. It's just, I'm just excited to be here. I didn't talk to anybody really yesterday, you see. So when you live alone, and it all comes, like a champagne bottle, bursts open, doesn't it? No, I wasn't chatty at 6 o'clock this morning. Jeremy said I definitely wasn't. Anyway, look. I came a little bit later today because last week I was sat outside for half an hour. Oh, Lorraine says you're never too much, thank you. Oh, so does Lisa, thank you. June says you're like a ray of sunshine, very wet and windy. Oh, no, hang on. Hang on. You're like a ray of sunshine, comma, wet and windy here in Eastbourne today. Why did you stop drinking, John Scott? I'll tell you that in a minute. You're never too much, John. We love you as you are, says Jenny. Thank you. I decided to do dry January. That was the whole point. I'd been to a party, a New Year's Eve party, come home like just after midnight, after the fireworks, after midnight, sat down, opened a bottle of champagne, watched an Ab Fab movie and thought I really didn't need that extra bottle of champagne and thought, do you know what, I'll do dry January. Never picked up again. Wine bags for Christmas. Oh, in fact, who did we do wine bags with the other day? Yes, I know. Kerry from Living in Loveliness. We did a wine bag with her. Morning all. Don't calm down. Need you to kickstart my day, says Sue. Sue. And Suzanne says, good morning, everyone from a dreary Berkshire. Well, it's posh in Berkshire, isn't it? Gorgeous green solid bundle. This one's put together by Kat. And there are 2 that aren't green. Put together by Kat. Don't let that put you off, exactly. $13.96. Is there a... Oh, yes, look. How are you allowed to give one away for free then, Kat? Okay, so in this one, we have emerald, lime. You see, that's khaki, not the one we had earlier. I haven't got jade here. Oh, sage. See, so why was that sage and that one khaki? Isn't... Oh, okay. But that's khaki. That's khaki in real life. So this is khaki and that's mint. Month. Brilliant. Lovely. How much is that one then? At $13.96. Oh, if everyone checks out the basket, that's sold out. Okay. Next. Guess what this one's called? This is called Birthing the Sunset, apparently. Oh, I didn't. Oh, now. Oh, sorry, I didn't. Oh, she's very sensitive. It's called Bursting Sunset, not birthing. Okay, so what colours do we call these then? Rose, coral, because all these colours are in the sun, aren't they? Peach, lemon, sunshine. You see, that's the one we should have had on Saturday with Janice, but we were given that one. I'll have to have a word with Hayley. Please don't change, John. Your energy is uplifting in these strange times. Oh, thank you, Kate. Ah. I won't last for 4 hours like this. When Cara's on, I'll shut up. Okay, oh no, that goes there. Next. Dogs and cats and paw prints. Cats first. Meow. Oh, have you not? Happy paws all over. Loads of people have already bought this on the website, you see. $5.99 for half a metre. Happy paws in cats. Is that what it's called? Hang on. Happy paws in cats. Multi. Oh, look, Bernie says, I bet you feel better for it. No hangover after 40 years. 40? I went for years without drinking. When I worked in theatre, I didn't used to drink in theatre either. I was just I loved working in theatre. I loved it. It was stressful, but I just loved it. But, oh, no. You can't live off the money, especially now. I mean, I do feel for all my theatre friends, really do. John, you bring us such beautiful fabrics. Thank you, Glenys. Karen says, you're as effervescent as always, John, and a great tonic on a grey Tuesday morning. Is it grey because it was still dark? I thought when we put the clocks back, it was light in the mornings for the farmers. It wasn't light when we came in, was it? Message from Carol. Oh, here. Totally agree, John. I chatter for England, and when I get to be someone, love hearing your voice in the morning. That's Carol in Somerset. Thank you, Carol. We've had loads of messages. I'm sorry if we don't show yours. Kat says that, but good morning, everyone, and thank you for messaging in. Yeah, we did. If we did all the messages, we wouldn't be able to show you any fabric. But that's very, very. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm very humbled by it. Very humbled by it. 5 paws. Now, what have they called this one then? Happy paws in prints. They don't make any sense. Yeah, but there's a thingy between them. Yeah. Oh, Lorraine Moulton, this is crazy, Lorraine, says, I couldn't go without my French brandy. Lorraine, it's 8:30 in the morning. Just put it down. Oh, no. Oh, Cat. Might be this one, because I can't see one on this fabric. Hang on. It is XWYH37. That's this one. Fine. Oh, I have to put all that. Now, have we got people to help us putting away? Okay, that's fine. Doggies. Woof. I wonder if Luna's watching. Luna, squirrels. There's no squirrels on here. Look. Lisa Tarbuck does the squeezy of the dog thing, doesn't she? Anyway, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, look, Shelley hasn't had a drink for nearly 8 years now. Shelley. What's your excuse then? Now I've had a message from Sherry. As always, watching from New Zealand. As I quilt my hexagon Liberty quilt. She's messaged on YouTube. See, all these different ways to message. I got a very strange message from a lady on my YouTube channel this week, and it was very rude. Orange and grey what? Well, Halloween bundle. Not that we're doing Halloween this year. We're doing a pumpkin trail. That's all in our village. $13.96. This, you get 2 meters of fabric. You get orange, black, grey, and grey. Oh, hang on. Now we've got everyone talking about alcohol now. 8:30 in the morning. Honey bourbon all the way. Had to stop buying it and now only get for special occasions. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, Sue. Isn't it lovely? Marina's watching. Good morning, Marina. How are you, my lovely? Oh, blimey, Shelley gave up drinking when she met Clint. Well, I'm not surprised. He's a hunk, is our Clint. He is indeed. Very good with his hands. He He built her a she shed. He built her a she shed. I'm not being smutty, I promise. Yes, I don't know why these are called tuk-tuk. Because tuk-tuks to me are in Thailand. You get in them and you go off to Pat Pong and things. Oh, sorry, nick my finger. We've got a special deal on these coming up later. Look. Now, why would you call that tuk-tuk? It looks like the inside of an oyster shell, doesn't it? Oh, look, Pauline doesn't drink either. Gives me an instant headache. In my younger days, could drink anyone under the table. Well, that could be why, Pauline. Moderation in every way. I've had to put my coffee machine away because I was having too much coffee and cake. Princess is a vodka girl. No, I can't. No, I'm not having coffee. Anyway, look, it's not the coffee. It's all the cake and the sugar that goes with it. So it's called... No, it's not called tuk-tuk. Thank you, Kat, feeding me the wrong information. Tuki-tuki. That's a completely different thing. Tuki-tuki. No, it's not tuki-tuki either, is it? It's tuku-tuku. Tuku-tuku. I've no idea. No idea. 100% cotton, tuku-tuku. I can see you in that material. Has your mum been drinking as well? Or is she still drunk from yesterday? I feel drunk looking at that fabric, says Bernie. Hang on, there's another message going across the bottom of the screen very quickly. Who's it from? Daphne. For heaven's sake, dearest John, please don't calm down. We need a little bright spark on a dull day. Oh, Daphne, thank you. That's lovely. Right, now I've got tuku tuku in blue. Deep blue sea tuku tuku. If anybody knows what tuku tuku is, I'd love to know. Oh, that's nice. I'm seeing a sarong on a sun-kissed beach. Not that I'm going to see one of those for a while. Lorraine says, look lovely in a shirt. Marina, Ali and I have never ever had a drink. Dad had an off licence and we tested everything. Yuck. Oh dear. No, he didn't let them test everything. They'll just help themselves. Tuku tuku in deep sea blue. That's rather lovely. Can I hold this one up, Jeremy? By the half metre this is, remember. So if you want to make a big sarong out of it or a kaftan. Very nice. You need a shirt in that tuku tuku fabric, John. We will get you making a shirt out of some of these fabrics. I know, if I had time, I would do, but I'm so busy at the moment. Oh, it's nice though, that. I kind of like, I don't know which one I like best, actually. Tuku, does anyone know what tuku tuku is? Oh, hang on, loads of people. Hang on, I'll just do this very quickly. Right, you said it, too much coffee and cake. I told you you'd put weight on. Yes, Sheila. Yes, Sheila Shah. You were the only one who gave me a negative comment. Maori art form. Oh, there you go. Tuku tuku is Maori art form. Oh, it's from New Zealand then. Maureen was brought up in a pub. Cleaning gents' toilets after closing enough to stop you drinking for life. Oh, Maureen. Whoop, whoop. Right, next. I've done that. Car what? Oh, tartan. 2 tartans. Got the green one first. I think this is Christmassy, this fabric. Morning, John. Haven't had a drink since the 90s when I got drunk on vodka and crawled up to bed. Oh, Jackie. Stuart's messaged. He definitely drinks. Wow, that's some fabric to come on this dull morning in Suffolk. June says, tuku tuku. Ornamental woven latticework panels used for decoration, particularly on the walls of Maori meeting houses. Oh, so it's, yeah, that's not this. That's the tuku tuku we did a minute ago. Sorry, did you say the width of the dog print one? Yeah, it was 44 inches wide, look. Hang on, let me just double check. Yeah, look, 44 inches. That's not the graphics that are in here. I was just somebody just asking what the width was. 44 inches, 100% cotton. They all are, unless I say different. I don't think this is 44. I think this is wide. This is wider than 44. I'd say this was 55 inches wide. This one. Tucky. The Tucky was 44, I think, was that? I'll just double check. Oh. No, I think that's 44, isn't it? No, let me just... where's the tape measure gone? Wait there. Yeah, why would you put it as far away? Tuku. I think it's 44, but we'll just double check. Yep, 44 inches wide. Lovely. Thank you. Righty-ho, that's red tartan. Jeremy's getting very, don't know what the word is. Philosophical. I don't know the word. Philosophical. Right, this is 55 inches wide. And look at the price. Look at the price, everybody. Was the green one $3.99 as well? Blimey. Tartan fabric in red. Oh, well, you see, at that price, I'd drape it round the bottom of the Christmas tree and on the banisters and things like that. Yeah, instead of wrapping paper. Because then you could give, that could be an extra present, couldn't it? It could be the fabric that was wrapped in as an extra present. Very nice, that. Very lovely. And that would make a nice shirt, wouldn't it? Johnny, where's your trousers? Which one? OMG. Oh, a pink car. There was a lady in where I lived in Twickenham, and at the front of her house was painted pink. She drove pink cars. She only wore pink. Anyway, I was watching Neighbours from Hell, and she was on that. Yeah, I'm going back years now. I'm going back absolute years now. No. Every day's a school day. Never heard of Tuku, so I'll be searching that today. Stuart's got a shop in Long Melford. You could go and visit. It's a knitting shop. And it does a few fabrics and things. It's called... I hate getting old. That's not the name of the shop. The Wool Patch in Long Melford, that's it. I'm trying to convince him to come on as a guest, you see. He's coming on my show. He's coming on the John Scott show to show how to dye wool with woad, which is a leaf, apparently. Unbelievable. It's not young. He was a headmaster for 40 years, so he can't be that young. He was headmaster in a school in Ipswich. That's how we started talking about Ipswich this morning. Anyway, look. I think that's lovely. Because it's got the black and white in the background and then the gorgeous colours on the front. Let's see, little Paul. Oh, I was going to say little Paul would have one of his shirts and short combos if he was going on holiday out of this. But he can't afford to go on holiday. Message from Susan going across the screen while I fold that up. Ooh, just switched to the app. Now, I told you about the app, didn't I, earlier? Makes buying and watching easier. And look, I've found how to send a message to exciting times. That's Susan in the West Midlands. Are we round here? That's round here, isn't it? Are we in West Midlands here? Is Redditch in the West Midlands? Are we in Worcestershire? But doesn't that cover West... Oh, I don't know. Because her house was pink. No, not because her house was pink. Because what she did in the pink house. Next, shall we do the minis now then? Now, in the early bird, you got this, but you only got half a metre of it with some yellow and some green. Now, oh, do you know what? I wonder if Karen from Wigan's watching. No, hang on. She hasn't got... No, I'll take that back. She hasn't got a mini. She's got a Beetle and a camper van. Dawn says, morning, John. Love your Poppy. Thank you, my love. That's good. Are they what minis, you say? Was it? Magic Minis, it's called. Well, it's got the Austin badge on the front. The little wings. Oh, they've all got different That one's got his car. What's those things? Car 1. Oh, look, Cara. That could be for Cara. Motor Kiss. Oh. Green one says 50 AO. AO, 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 AO. Shut that down because it's going to sell out if you're not careful. The early bird, if you want just half a metre with yellow and with green. Yellow and green, yeah. The which one? Oh, are they called shadows? Right, now I'm going to go very quickly on these. Let me put them all out for you. Because these are all available. They're all in the shadows range. This is going to be fun. Were they in order? Is this the one that's called... No, the brown. Isn't the brown called dirt? Okay, right. Okay, look, I'm putting them all out for you. Can you fit them all in, Jeremy? Oh, yeah, there you go. And there's those two as well, right? So I'll take you through them. Which one first? Okay, red. We'll go dark red first then. Some of those I'll have to read out the number because I'm very close in colour. Right, so you got red, haven't you? I don't need to give you red. Right, what I'll do is I'll show you what it is. Blotchy, I'd call this. Like my skin in the mornings, I tell you. Oh, hang on. Shh, there's loads of messages come through. Right, have a look at that. Oh, he was head of drama. He wasn't headmaster. Sorry, head of drama he was, not headmaster. Sally Newell's posh. She had a Mini Mayfair. My first car was a brown Mini, like the Flintstones car. Anne would like to come round after the show and fold away all the fabrics and fill the bobbins for the sewing machines. Oh, Anne, where are you? She only lives round the corner. Well, Anne, when it's not... pandemic thing, lockdowny thing, you can come in and fold fabrics for us. But during we have to keep as minimum amount of people in the building as possible. That's all. Wendy, the what's a bit low? Oh, it's been raised 4 inches. Wendy, the table's a bit too low. It's been raised 4 inches. Don't worry. That was the first thing I sorted when I walked in. This one. Why do you keep asking me such difficult questions? TLYH59. Chartreuse, and it's spelt incorrectly. It's not even chartreuse, is it really? But there you go. Have a look. They changed what, the table? Oh, yes. Right, have a look at this. How have they spelt chartreuse? Oh, chartreuse. Oh, did you? From whom? Oh. My husband proposed to me in his brother's Mini 47 years ago, says Crazy Lorraine. When you say propose, Crazy Lorraine. Right, moving on. Now, I'll give you the number because there's a few that are very similar coming up now. This one is FNYH68. Sand, this one's called. They're getting further and further. Would you like me to move to the next studio, Jeremy? It keeps moving me further and further across the left. And my hair's gone very flyaway and wispy today. What? Oh, now. We put all these on pre-order. And lots of these are sold out while we've been on pre-order. Oh, not these. The ones you've seen. So the tartan is sold out. The green one, did you say? Green tartan is sold out. The minis that isn't in the early birds are sold out. MG sold out. There's half the stock left, but that was the first time I showed you that, yeah. This one is SZYH67. Oh, this one's called White Slash. Is there a dot on there? Where's my hand? Oh, it's on. I've got a mark on my screen. Look there. You won't be able to see it right there. There's a big black mark on, but it's not on the fabric, it's on the screen. Right. Chartreuse. I'm half French and I lived next to the Chartreuse mountain range in Grenoble. Oh, get you. It's like Escape to the Country, isn't it, this? Can we see your finger? Oh, no, it's a different cat. There you go, got it, thank you. Right, moving on. Oh, hang on, no, I can't move on yet. I have to wait for Jeremy to get back to his desk. Look, it's 10:02 and we haven't even got halfway through. Would you like to just pick a few of these? Because we're not going to get pink shadow. I'm not going to get through them all. They are all on the website, though. You can see them all on the website. Oh, this is a pretty in pink, this one. I like that one. Rag rolling. If you're a bit older, you'll know what that means. Rag rolling. $5.99. This is for half a metre. Oh, God, we're moving on already. Moss. I guessed it would be green. I've only got one green, yeah. This one's moss. I wouldn't say that was a very good... moss isn't very romantic, is it? It's like Nocchicelli olives, that, isn't it? My first car was a Mini, says Pauline. No. Stuart, Chartreuse is the colour, not the weight, it's the colour, right? Just think of those, I don't know anymore. They used to have, in Quality Street, didn't they, call Chartreuse? I don't think it's that. Chartreuse Lime Barrel, I think it was called, back in the day. Yeah. And shall I do this one last? That's this pile. It's like a dark aqua. There's two blues. This one is the WGYH12, this one. Turquoise. Oh, it's just Turk. Just called Turk, this one. Helen says, John, it's damp and grey. Love you, Hell's Bells. Oh, you've been drinking as well, Helen. Oh, I've lost all the comments now. There you go. Right, moving on. Rainbows. Paint the whole world with a rainbow. What, then what? Oh, good. Oh, it's upside. There you go. $4.99 by half metre this. Off to... Oh, it's actually called Off to Dreamland. I thought that was cat just being, mouthy. These are make lovely pyjamas. It's like a very, very fine poplin. Almost lawn-esque, this one. That's what I just said, pyjamas. Didn't I just say it'd be lovely as pyjamas? Jeremy's going, it'd be nice to wear pyjamas. I don't know if they look very good on you, Jeremy. Well, it's very, very fine, the fabric. And you know what? Jeremy shares a flat with Munch. It's a house now, not a flat, right? Excuse me. Oh, cough. And they spend all their time trying to frighten each other. So one of them will film the other one, like if Munch is asleep in bed, right? And then Jeremy will hide in his wardrobe till he wakes up and then jump out. And then, or Jeremy will come out the bathroom with his toothbrush in his hand and Munch will jump out. Anyway, 8 hours he was in that closet for, he said. Right. Colourful bubbles coming up next. Well, Jeremy, you shouldn't be thinking that. Right, here we go. Look. Colourful bubbles, $4.99. Oh, 0800 001 4433. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, is there one more you want to do before we go? Oh, okay. Oh, which one? Oh. Red and orange. This is very Paul Smith-esque, this one. Essence of Paul Smith. Do what? Nice. And now on the telly, it's looking, it's straight like that. It's not on the diagonal. Oh, it was Milk Tray that had the Chartreuse milk lime barrel in it. Oh. There's the milk. Was the milk tray man? They used to dive out the aeroplane, swim with the sharks and all that. I used to like the other one. What was the other one called? Black Magic. Oh, that was delicious. All dark chocolate. Oh, and the strawberry one and the orange one in that were delicious. I'm going back a long time now. Moving on. 2 ombres, green first. This is called Butterfly Paradise. There, I'll show you the whole thing, look. It's nice, isn't it? Ombre. Very slimming. If you cut a dress with that panel in the middle, it's very slimming. Oh yes, very Paul Smith. 1 minute, do the blue one. And then we're done. Cara Delevingne. Oh no, sorry, you want to do another one? I've got 2 left. Okay. Okay. Then they're all on the website. We've done, there's a bundle we haven't done as well. No, it's not loads. There's 2. No, 1 bundle we haven't done. Muffin. Darjeeling, chai, lemon. Tea. No, I've not seen this before. Cakes. It's written here, that's why. It's cotton. It looks like it's going to be a wool, but that's just a print on it. Right, we won't see you. Yes, we will see you after the break when we've got Cara Delevingne coming on to do Sashiko and how to make this lovely makeup bag. Well, I don't think she's going to do the zip or anything like that. She's going to show you how she did the Sashiko panels. There you go. Now, can you see why I'm wearing this shirt now? And we've even got Sashiko threads running through it. Okay, anything I didn't do, which was only one glow in the dark and a blue bundle and a pink bundle are on the website underneath me. Right, I'll see you in 4 minutes from now.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Hello everyone, my name's Cara Ackerman and I'm absolutely delighted to be here at Sewing Street. I actually originated from Hertfordshire, then went down to Hampshire and then it ended up in the East Midlands. I've been in the East Midlands for about 40 years now, which seems crazy, but 36 of those I actually worked with DMC Creative World, which was wonderful. I really, really enjoyed that. And then I decided to go freelance and that's how I got introduced to Sewing Street. I love doing anything to do with textiles, so embroidery, cross stitch, patchwork, done a bit of quilting, bag making, toy making, oh goodness, there's loads and loads of things. What I love doing is just trying something new, and I think one of the tips is don't be frightened of trying something new. You always learn from it, and you know, don't be scared of making mistakes either. We all learn from the mistakes that we make. Little bit about me that you might not know and that's a bit of a surprise. I once went to the garden party down at Buckingham Palace, the Queen's garden party, for some work that I did with Marie Curie. I was so lucky to go there and just a wonderful time. So I hope to see more of you on Sewing Street and I hope to try lots of new crafts with you. So see you again soon. Bye bye.
Hi, I'm Debbie Shaw from Sewing Street and these are my 5 top tips for successful sewing. So number 1, always use a good quality thread. A good quality thread will keep your seams stronger and also help to prevent lint building up inside your sewing machine. Tip number 2, if your project isn't going quite according to plan, put it down, walk away from it, come back again the next day and you'll probably find that things don't seem half as bad as they did. My tip number 3, never throw away your sewing machine manual, always keep it to hand because you're going to find hints and tips, techniques and troubleshooting in that manual. You'll miss it if you lose it. My tip number 4 is to read your pattern instructions before you even cut out your fabric. Different manufacturers of patterns will give you different instructions, different ways of constructing your garments and different seam allowances. So to have a successful garment, you need to follow the instructions precisely. And then tip number 5 is don't give up. Every professional sewer sewed their first seam. Every professional quilter quilted their first quilt. Every professional quilter sewed their first line of wonky stitches and had to get out the quick unpick. That's no different to you. So I hope you find these useful. If you want more hints and tips, then why not go to Sewing Street on channel 74 on Freeview, on Sky 670, and of course we have a YouTube channel where you can catch up on previous demonstrations. We'll see you soon.
Hello, I'm Kerry from Living in Loveliness and I'm delighted to be part of the Sewing Street team. I'm based in Wolverhampton and I absolutely love working with fabulous fabrics. In particular, I love working with fat quarters and showing you how to get the most from your scraps. I love bringing communities of sewists together and encouraging people to sew for greater causes. Most recently, we have been sewing for our NHS and key workers. I look forward to bringing you hints, tips and techniques. I'll see you soon.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
I've had a message from Denise saying, John, are you doing the sizzle book today? Denise, we were supposed to do it in that last hour, but sadly, it hasn't arrived. Hasn't arrived yet. It was due to be here days ago, and Kat had themed the whole show all around it and everything like that, but we haven't. But as soon as it comes, do you know when they're planning on doing it, Kat? No, we don't know, but we'll keep you posted, Denise. Cara Delevingne, now that would be interesting, says Ash. We've got better than Cara Delevingne. And one more message, right? You make me smile and brighten up my day. Keep up the good work and never change. From Alida. Oh, that's a nice name, Alida. Yes, she's watching a different channel. Right, okay. So Cara is here with me today. So what we're going to do now is, rather than me keep interrupting Cara, is I will go through everything. I will still interrupt her, don't you worry. But rather than interrupt her with saying what everything is, I'm going to show you everything that's for sale in this hour. It's already on pre-order on the internet, as is the 10 o'clock hour. That's now on pre-order as well. So that's tools. If you're waiting for any of my tools from my next hour, that's also now on pre-order on the website. Go to the website, press watch live, go down the screen, you'll see the early bird, and then you'll see pre-order. And then on the other side of the screen are all the things that have already gone through, like the fabrics and everything like that. So I'm going to start off with these panels, right? Because these are the panels that you're going to see Cara using. Now, I'm not going to... Have you still got the complete panel, or do I need to... Right, okay, I'll get one of them out so you can see what they look like. So this one first is LP 9915. So this is camel. Oh, Glenys says the website's gone off. No, Glenys, it's still there, my love. Just double check. Yeah, it's still on. It's still there, Glenys. Just refresh your computer. So look, I'll get this one out so you can see what this is, right? So this is 1999. It's a Susan Briscoe designed panel. Now, what you need to be careful of, do not iron it with a steam iron. Do not wash it. Do not spritzer it, because once it gets wet, all of these markings disappear, right? So this is the panel. Now, I'm only going to open this one, right? So you can see here what you get. This is the camel. Look at these. They're beautiful. So you get, they're about 8.5 or 9 inch squares, aren't they? Anyway, I'll measure it for you in a minute. And you get the lovely smaller squares here, which look like a 4.5 inch square, 4 inch square. Anyway, so look, you get 8 of these, all different. Look, let me just do that. There you go. All different. Oh, they're beautiful, aren't they? And I should be prepared. I do apologise. So where's that one there then? There. See, Cara's already done this one for us using coloured threads. Now, we haven't got the coloured threads on the show today, but they're on the website if you want to go. Now, they are Sashiko threads, remember. Sashiko, not embroidery threads. They're Sashiko threads. So that's that one. And I couldn't figure out what that one was. Oh, sorry. There, that one. I couldn't figure out what that was. I thought it was a big spider. It's a bat. Turn it what? Oh, sorry, I'm being told now. I'm doing it wrong. There you go. Well, hang on, because I was doing it that way, see. But anyways, what I was going to show you was... Oh, it's upside down. Designed by Susan Briscoe. Made in Japan. Marks disappear when washed. So please, please, please be careful. So that's the panel that Cara has used to make her makeup bag, right? I'll just put that there like that. There. I won't get the other ones out. So now I've got that one in red. Oh, this is Geo, is it? This isn't... Oh, dear. This is Geo. These are different patterns, so I do have to open this one. Oh, there they all are. There. I'm not opening it. There they all are. Jeremy. So move it with you. Can you see it? Can you see that at home? Can you see that? Oh, there. Look, they're already stitched. There they are. So that's exactly the same panel, but with different patterns on it. So that's one Cara's going to be demonstrating on. Righty-ho. Then I've got... Right. Then I've got this one here, which is XQ9970. Lovely colour. It's like an olivey green colour. Oh, grey, they've called it. Grey. 1990. That's Camon, the same as the one I opened up for you earlier. And then I've got another Camon, EN9909, which is this one. It's either black or dark blue, that one. I'll push it across so you put the graphics in. There you go. It's in black. Oh, very low on quantity on the black one. I had these the other day and they were flying out, so I'm surprised we got any left at all. Right, then I've got this one, which is Geo 9996. Geo green, dark green. Look at those gorgeous clamshells there. Beautiful. And then last but... Oh, no, there's another one, there's another one, there's another one. After this. So there's this one to my right, to my right, to my right. There you go. That's another Geo ending 985. That's the blue one. Then I'm not quite sure what this next one is that I've got here. Oh, it's another Camon, is it? It finishes 914. This is Camon. Oh, that one's called light blue, that one. I've not seen that one before, I don't think. Who? Oh, Becky Alexander Frost's watching. Right, I had a competition going. Did you see a fridge? Apparently she mentioned me. She mentioned me at the beginning of her demonstration. Wasn't anything to do with her fridge, though. What was it to do with? Can't remember now. Anyway, hello, Baffa. How are you? Got two books. I've got the Susan Briscoe Ultimate Sashiko Source Book. I mean, what's not in this book is not worth knowing about. Really. $11.99. Look. Wilma, how very dare you? She says, how can I turn you down on the app? I don't know. Apparently, oh, you turn the volume down on the side of your phone. Why would you want to turn me off? I'm mortified, mortified. Agnes says good morning. Wendy's just discovered this. It's brilliant. Thank you, Wendy. She's in Cornwall. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Oh, another person saying the website's down. It's not. The website's working. Anyway, that's your book. This is a really sweet book, also by, not Susan Sashiko, that's not her name. Susan Briscoe. Call her blue hair behind her back, didn't we? Morning, Agnes. 8 Sashiko sewing projects for the modern home. It doesn't have to be a modern home. If you've never seen Sashiko Sashiko before. I'm breaking these teeth in for a friend. Anyway, look, it's such a cute little book. You'll see, Cara's going to take you through some of the techniques in a second. I'm just getting all this out the way so that I don't disturb Cara too much. Right, Sashiko threads. I have it in ecru. Now, as I say, there are colours. There's variegated and coloured ones on the web. We've only got the ecru and the blue on the show today. If you enter the word Sashiko, please note the spelling, Sashiko, but said Sashiko. Put that in your search engine. No. Box, search bar on the website. You'll see all the different threads, right? So that's the ecru and that's the navy. Now, there's something like 40 metres. No, that can't be 40 metres. Yeah, 40 metres on there. Do not split the thread. You don't do it like embroidery thread. You do not split the thread. Now, I've got 3 sets of needles here. I don't know why I'm throwing it all on the desk behind me because I've got to go and pick it all up again in a minute. This one is Sashiko needles long type, ending 71. Oh, hang on. Oh, Bernie says, brilliant book, fabulous mindfulness sewing. Oh, it was Becky counting on a ruler. That's what she was talking about. I would never take the mickey out of you, Becky. Much. Yep, that's another lie. Right, this one is a Sashiko needles, 4 types, ending 39. Getting a lot of feedback today. No, it's not you. Like that. $5.99. And this one ends 39. This one's more Sashiko needles, 4 types. I don't know what the difference is. Oh, are they the same code? Oh, sorry. Right, very quickly, fabrics, and then I promise we'll be with Cara. Promise, promise, promise. Right, so I'm going to start with, would you like to say in order? Oh, I was going to start with the koi, because you didn't use the koi on the thing. Isn't it that? Was it that one you used? Yeah, this one's the one Cara used on her makeup bag. There you go. Umi, in white car, not you, Umi, means ocean. Oh, does it mean ocean? I think it means ocean in Japanese. Anyway, it's koi carp and a tamari ball, and then you've got the Sashiko stitching on the background of that one. Then I've got waves. Oh, I've got the same fabric twice here for some reason. Right, here we go. It's the waves one, grey waves. Yeah, there you go. You can cut it whichever way you like, really. Next is koi carp on black. Oh, it's the same as the first fabric I showed you, but on black. Umi in black. Carp spelt with a K. Sure, carp spelt with a C, isn't it? Unless koi carp spelt with a K. Who knows? Okay, then I've got some. Now, they don't call these clamshells. They call them something else on the description. Rainbows, they call them. Oof. Yano, this one is. Wilma, I'm not offended at all. If I was offended, I wouldn't have read it out. She says, Wilma's one who had to turn me down on the app because I'm on the telly at the same time. They're coming out at different speeds. Or not speeds, different times. Yano in slate grey rainbows. Oh, yes. Yes, sorry, I should have showed you that. I'm just having to deal with my ear. Oh, no. Cat. What are you talking about? No, they're all plain on the other side. Well, this must have been a different fabric. These are all plain on the back, Kat. We had one the other day where we showed the other side. It was white on one side and ecru on the other, but not these. I'm having real issues, I'm afraid. It's clunking now, clunking. Yano in navy blue rainbow, $6.99. Then I've got cotton canvases. Elliot, can you come and sort out my earpiece, please? It's really bad. Red cotton canvas. Not sure why this is there. £3.99 for half a metre. It's nice and wide, this one. 100% cotton. Okay, that's the red one. Got it in teal. Or jade. Is this jade or teal? Teal. Elliot's not obviously not got the telly on then. And then I've also got it in, I like to call this vanilla ice cream, cotton canvas. What? Yeah, I can. Can you not hear it in your end? Cream cotton canvas in there. Well, it just I don't know what happened. Anyway, that's that one. And then I've got two other things, and then we can get on with the sewing. This is the book that Cara has got the pattern for her makeup bag out of. Nothing to do with Sashiko, but it's the most gorgeous little book, I can't tell you. £10.99. There are 60 projects, accessories projects in here. Look, they've taken the best of a lot of the other books and put them in. I think it's a Search Press book, isn't it, this one? Oh, I seem to remember as well. Yeah, no, I need to keep that to one side because I need to talk to Kat about that later. And then H640, this is, as the £9.99. Now, it's already cut, right? It's already cut. It's 1 metre piece. So if you buy 2 of these, you'll get 2 of these. It's already cut. But it's a metre piece there for £9.99. Phew, that took forever. Right, Cara Delevingne, how the devil are you?
I am fine, and unfortunately, I'm not Cara Delevingne.
I think you're more fun than Cara Delevingne.
Oh, bless
anyways,
you. You are kind.
It's just that's what Cara and I've worked together in the past, as you will know, and that's what I used to call her. That was my nickname for her. So that's why. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah, I'm just coughed, so I'm just going to do my hands. Cara, how are you, my love? What have you been
really
up to?
good,
Yeah?
really good.
You're looking very well.
Oh, thank you.
I said that when you first came in this
I'll
morning.
pay you later.
How have you been during it all? Because I've not been coping.
Yeah, no, I've been working. I've been really, really lucky. I've done a lot with Sewing Street, and I was filming some of the Sashiko, actually. I think my first programme that I filmed at home on a tripod with my mobile and all of that, which was a bit scary.
Yeah.
So I've been doing, quite a few bits and pieces. I've been working for another company developing some cross-stitch designs.
Oh, fantastic.
And my husband, unfortunately, was made redundant all through at the end of this, or not the end of this, but in the middle of it.
Yeah.
But it's been wonderful. So we've been doing lots of walking and having picnics and things like that. He's my chauffeur for the day, so he gets
Has
up
he dropped you
early.
off this morning?
He's dropped me off this morning. And because it's been raining, I said, do you think you'll go for a walk? And he went, no, I might have a little sleep in the car.
Oh, he can go to Greg's or Golden Arches or wherever he needs to go around here, can't he?
So life has changed.
But I think it's changed for all of us, but it's like Kat was saying, it's making the best of what we've been dealt, really, isn't it? So in some ways, if it hadn't happened, you wouldn't have had all this lovely time going walking with hubby or anything like that. It's still awful that he's lost his job.
Yeah,
and
it's
he's
terrible.
in the same boat as a lot of people, sort of thing. But
he's decided that's it. He, wanted to retire anyway, eventually.
he's
and
much older than you then, is he?
Oh, obviously.
Yes, obviously. Yeah.
And it's just happened a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, but you cut your cloth if you pardon the pun.
Exactly.
And, if you're not going out, you're not spending so much and just enjoying, we've had so many barbecues at the beginning of the lockdown and everything because the weather was so nice.
Well, it'd just be interesting to see what happens now. I had Ripley the dog come to stay with me for a couple of weeks and we walked.
Yes.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
But now the weather's turning.
I know, and now it's darker.
Yes.
So this is when the sewing comes out.
Exactly,
right.
Okay,
lovely.
then. So just tell us what you're doing.
So Sashiko, I actually only started about a year ago, I suppose. And it was just something that I'd heard of, but never actually, done anything with. And luckily, I was able to sort of start creating some, projects and things like that. But my goodness, Susan knows so much about Sashiko, and this book is incredible. It's just so interesting. I think what's wonderful is that Susan sort of talks about the history, you know, what Sashiko is, you know, where it's come from, and, you know, what we're doing with it today. But it's so simple. I think I can't emphasize the fact that it is so simple to do, and it is just running stitch. But you've got all this, you know, about the different stitches. I won't attempt to pronounce some of the Japanese names, I'm afraid, but Susan has included in here. There's just so much information. So if you've ever thought about doing Sashiko, this is a really good place to start.
And also, we kind of think of these panels, we kind of think, buy the panel, stitch it, hang it on a wall. Not, because you've done the stitching, but you're going to turn it into something else, which I think is fantastic. Really.
I know, and what's wonderful is that I actually counted them, you get 8 of the about 8-inch squares, 8 to 10-inch squares, and then you get 8 of the smaller ones as well. So you know, if you're thinking about making something for people for Christmas, you know, presents and things like that, those panels are really good value.
A lot of that this year as well, isn't it? I don't think people are thinking about doing the big shop. They're all thinking about what they can make for each other.
And handmade is just so nice. If you make, you know, you spend the time actually making something and giving it to a family friend, you know, it just means so much more than if you have ordered it online or gone out and bought it.
Exactly,
so,
exactly.
But it is, I love it, absolutely love it. And it is, you said earlier about mindfulness, and you can really sort of lose yourself. I mean, I was listening to you when you were chatting, but I was also stitching.
Oh no, good.
So it's a very sociable sort of stitching, because you can actually still participate in conversations and things like that, but whilst you're stitching. So I thought I'd actually start at the beginning. So you, with the panels, what I've done is actually cut the panels up. I just found it much easier to stitch when they're cut up. So that would be your first sort of thing. As you say, don't steam iron it, don't wash it, don't do anything that's likely to take the white print off.
Now, I suffer from really clammy hands when I'm sewing. Will clammy, sweaty hands remove it as well, or not?
Hopefully not, because you're only going to be handling, you know, certain bits of it. It's not like you're going to be pressing your hands onto it. You're only going to be sort of handling small areas of it. So that's the first thing. So you would cut your panels out and everything. Then you'll take your thread, and I love this thread. It's quite different to embroidery threads and things like that. And it is specifically for Sashiko stitching. So I've taken one of the smaller skeins. I know you've got a bigger skein over there. And this is how the big skeins come and the small skeins come. So when you take your pack, get rid of your pack, and you've got your thread, if you open the skein up, don't worry. You think, oh my goodness, it's going to get all knotted and things like that. You actually just very carefully unwind it slightly. And this is very similar to perle cotton, the cotton that has a very high shine to it, but the actual skeins are very similar. So you will actually take your skein apart like that, and you'll notice that it will actually be a good length. So and it's all tied together at the top.
Oh, that's a good,
Yeah, but I'm going to cut that.
Oh.
So I'm going to get rid of that.
Right.
So I'm going to get rid of the knot. And you want to sort of have your thread in a workable length. Then you'll cut that in half.
Oh.
Okay.
So you don't find the end or anything? You literally just chop it where the...
No. And then if you have got different colours, you can actually pop the skein
back
through, and that will keep a note of what colours you've got. So,
and keep it tidy as well.
Yeah. And the other thing that you do to keep it tidy is you can plait it.
Oh.
So you can take roughly just few from one side, few from the other.
This is where you need me holding the middle bit.
I know, but needs must. So then you actually just plait it roughly.
And it's not a tight plait, is it?
No, it's not a tight. It's a very gentle plait. And then just keep moving your threads around, hoping that's coming out.
Yeah, we can see,
So just thread, and this saves your thread from getting knotted, saves it from tangling up, keeps it all together, keeps it neat and tidy. And as I say, if you've got different colours, and there are different colours available on the website, it's just lovely to, you know, keep your threads all together.
Do you have to unplait it every time you need a piece of thread?
No, not at all. So I'm just going to whiz down. I've got one that I've already plaited, so I will show you that one.
Yeah.
So that's how you will organise your threads. So I've got one that I've been using, and it looks a bit well used.
Yes.
This was actually the longer one. This was the 40-metre skein that I had. So it is quite a bit longer than that shorter one there. And then what you would do is just take one end of the thread and you just pull it through the plait. Because there's no knot on the end of the plait.
Yeah.
You'll just pull your thread through and it will come through the plait. And okay, it looks a bit bunched up there, but once you actually reach the end of it, you can pull that back down again.
Perfect.
And then I found that actually the length of this, sometimes with Sashiko you'll use 2 strands of the thread together.
Right.
Sometimes you'll just use one. If you're just using one, then cut that in half and pull the other length out, and you've got 2 lengths of the thread to work with.
Perfect.
Which is lovely. Yeah. It's a very, very strong thread, and the cream colour looks perfect against the darker panels. Yeah. And obviously there are some of the coloured ones. I've got a few of the coloured ones here. Some of these I've used on the round floral one over there. And it's lovely to be able to play around with your different threads. You've also got some of these variegated ones, which are lovely as well. So these are all available on the website.
Available on the website, yes.
Yeah. But for today, I'm going to actually use the cream. So we've prepared our fabric, we've prepared our thread. What you will do, you've got all the needles that you've shown earlier. And the reason why they're Sashiko needles, they come in different lengths and also the different thicknesses of the eye. And that again depends on how many strands you're going to be working with.
So you never split the thread, but sometimes you put 2 through.
Yeah, so you can work with 2 threads. And again, depending on the size of the project that you're working, you know, the length of the needle is what you're going to be passing your fabric onto.
Right.
So you're not actually going to be just passing your needle through and pulling the thread through every stitch. You're actually going to be passing your fabric onto the needle. So I'm hoping that you'll be able to see that there. So this is the one that I started when you were chatting, so I was listening. Yeah. So we pop the needle and you see the printing on the fabric. That's the printing, and that's roughly the length of your stitch. Don't worry if you don't get it exact, because once you've finished it, you're going to wash the fabric and the printing is going to disappear. So we're just going to be passing the fabric onto the needle. So I've got 3 stitches on there. So we just bend and fold the fabric. I've got my finger underneath and my thumb on top, and I'm actually passing the fabric onto the needle. And you can do quite a few stitches at a time, which is why this is so lovely. It's just running stitch. That's all it is.
Shelley says she loves doing Sashiko. She finds it so relaxing.
It is, it is.
And Amanda has yet to, hang on, what's she say? I've got to pluck up the courage to get one of these.
Oh.
But she's loving watching the show. So,
good.
If you've never done it before, would you recommend giving it a go?
Definitely, especially for beginners and also for children. You know, it really is good to get people, you know, younger people involved, and this isn't that complicated for them to follow. Yeah. So I've got all of those stitches on my needle,
so it's
and that's
bunched up and everything.
That's the reason why you have a long needle. I'm just going to bring that through, and then very carefully, I will show you how you start and finish as well. Yeah. You bring your needle through, and you bring your thread through the fabric, and just pull. Because I'm on a diagonal, you don't want to distort the fabric, so you don't want to actually pull the fabric out of shape. So you just pull along And there you go. That's your line of stitching. So you can see how quickly a project can grow.
Yes.
And then the other thing about Sashiko is that you try to follow a shape.
Right.
So this is a little bit like a maze, isn't it? So I'm actually going to finish off so I can show you how you finish off.
Right.
So I'm just going to finish that one because that line around the edge can all be stitched in one go. So I'm just going to finish this off. If you wanted to, you could carry on. And then again, Susan does show you, and I think she's been on here and shown you how to finish off. I'm actually found my way of doing it, and I just pass the thread around the top, then I pass the needle under a stitch and then come up through the thread, the loop of the thread, and that just gives a little slip knot, and then I do another one just to secure it. So I've got 2 knots on there, and I'll just take a pair of scissors, and that should be nice and secure.
So the fabric that the panel's made out of is just a really, really luxurious cotton.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I really love this fabric. I love the fact that the weft,
Yeah, the wafting.
the weft or the warp is black, and then you've got the red as the other one.
So it's like a shot
It's
taffeta.
gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous.
It's called tsumugi, which means woven in Japanese.
Oh, there you go. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. So that's a way of stitching. That's also a way of finishing off. I'm just going to show you how you start.
I was going to say, how'd you cast off?
Yes, so just going back to the book, I'm going to refer to the book quite a lot. You know the little panels? If you wanted to, you could back them with some of the fabric that you've got there.
Yes.
And make these little coasters. And I love the little tassels on the corners.
Yes.
So
and you make those out of the
You can make those
Sashiko
out
thread.
of those Sashiko threads.
Claire wants to know, why do you not use an embroidery hoop?
Because when you're actually stitching, as you saw earlier, we're passing the fabric through onto the needle. If it was on an embroidery hoop, you wouldn't be able to do that.
You'd have to go up and down like embroidery.
You'd need to pass your needle backwards and forwards. So I tend to think that it would take a little bit longer on an embroidery hoop. But, you know, if that's the way you stitch, go ahead.
But then you're not doing, and not that there's a right or wrong, but
No.
you literally can't do it the way the Japanese want you to do it, through a hoop, because you can't do that feeding onto the needle.
No, and it's only one stitch.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like you've got chain stitch or French knots or bullion knots or anything like that. It's just one stitch.
Okay.
Again, in the book, Susan's sort of showing you different projects. So you know the panel that we were talking about where you've got 8 of them.
Yeah.
You could actually do your Sashiko stitching in that panel there.
Yeah.
And then use some of the beautiful fabrics to go around the edge, and use some of the fabrics for the lining to make a bag. There's a checked tote bag there. Just lots and lots of different projects. This is very similar to the pajama bag that we've got coming up later. And different things. So there are lots of projects included within this book. And then the other technical sort of section, which is really good, is showing you the direction of stitching.
Right.
So for example, I've got this panel here, which is part of the red panel that we've got. And then this is, I'm not going to insult anybody who's Japanese by trying to pronounce that. I'll say 3 upright squares.
Right.
So that's really what it is. So you've got the 3 squares there.
Yeah.
And then these are actually into a diamond shape. And you'd think, oh, right, okay, I'll just stitch round that.
Yes.
No. What you'll do is actually do the long diagonals first. So you'll actually do your diagonals first, like that.
Yeah.
And then you'll do your square inside. And if I show you on the back, you are able to jump. And again, with normal embroidery, you wouldn't tend to put the thread over the back, but it's fine with Sashiko. You can actually put the threads over the back. So this is where I finished off with that knot, and I'm just going to show you how we get started.
Brilliant.
So on this one, so Susan does tell you in the book, and there's arrows to do with the diagrams here, and that shows you how you get started and everything. So what I'm going to do, I've already done this particular square. I'm going to do this other long square here.
Right.
Okay, so you take your length of thread. You don't want a very, very long length, but you don't want a really short one either. So
No.
again, this is different from normal embroidery. You do want to have quite a long length of thread. And the thread is such that it's twisted in a way that it's really good for putting through the fabric, and
Oh,
it doesn't untwist so much. So we start with a knot, again, something that you don't do with embroidery.
No.
Start with a knot on the end, just get rid of that little bit. And then you'll start in your fabric on the wrong side, just on one of those stitches. Leave your knot on the wrong side. And again, this is why you don't have an embroidery hoop, because you're going to be holding it. Those little panels I didn't have to hold like this, but this particular way. And then we start stitching. So over and under.
So literally, you've just got a big knot on the underneath.
Big knot underneath. That's, you know, how you start and how you finish. So you do that knot as I showed you, or you can follow, as I say, Susan's done her way of finishing off as well, which is wonderful, and joining threads.
Yes. Oh yes, the way she joins threads. Is
Yes,
incredible,
is
isn't it?
lovely. So the other thing that I will say is when you have two lines overlapping, I'm not sure if you can see that.
Yeah. Oh yes,
Okay.
right.
You have the two lines overlapping there.
Yeah.
You actually don't want to cross your threads. So I'm coming down the fabric, then I'm coming up the fabric, and when I come back down this way, I'm actually not going to be crossing the fabrics on the right side, they're going to be crossing on the wrong side.
Oh, okay, so you never have a cross stitch
No.
on the top. So
No.
if you do come to a junction, one has to go over and
Yep.
one goes under.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you just carry on. Get as many stitches as you can on your fabric. And then I could carry on doing a little bit more. Just pull your needle through. Again, you're on the diagonal, so you don't want to pull your fabric out of, because it will sort of pull and distort. Then you pull your thread through. And that's your first line of stitching.
Brilliant. Now, as you're cutting yours out from the panel, you're not doing it as a whole panel, would you do anything to the edge of that one that you've cut out now? Because there's lots of manhandling, or lady handling, as it were.
You can, because the fabric does fray.
Yes.
So if you wanted to, you could actually just do a zigzag around the edge, or you pinking shear to stop it from fraying.
Or if you've got an overlock, you're lucky to have an
Overlock it, yes, absolutely. So that protects it. And then if you're wanting to use this then for a bigger project, I'll show you how I did the project for the makeup bag. And also I've got a couple of other samples of what you can do with the little panels.
Excellent.
So that's the basic technique.
Good.
For all of them.
20 minutes now.
Yep.
To show us the bag and
Yep.
your other techniques, if that's right. I don't want to rush you, I'm just letting you know.
That's fine, that's fine. So I'll just show you, whoops. So this is another lovely one.
Oh, right, yes. This
This
oh,
is
wow,
called, yes, that's
gorgeous.
beautiful, isn't it? And this one's called Grasses.
Right.
And again, in the book, she'll show you exactly the direction. So you'll start with a knot, you'll go along the bottom line, you'll do your jump, and you want the fabric, the thread to be quite loose on the back there.
Yeah.
And then you'll come back, so follow the arrows.
Oh, so you come up the bottom one, jump, go down the middle one, and then go and do the big one.
Yes, and then start again. So go to the forward, jump over, come back, then go over. And you're going to be working your way across your fabric.
Brilliant. So that's because it's already printed on your panel, you've got your lines to follow.
Yes.
And it's also in the book if you want to do it freehand.
Yes, yes. And then this one's lovely. This is a little bit more complicated, just with the way of stitching. And this one's called linked semicircles. And she'll show you here how you can stitch that one.
Yeah.
Which is really good. And then there's this one,
oh, wow.
which is a linked mist. Oh, isn't that lovely?
Beautiful.
And then that one, you'll actually stitch across.
Oh, and you just follow the line all the way around.
Yep. Okay, you've got little bits.
Yes. But for
you
something
can
so
stitch.
simple, it's
I
actually quite
know.
striking, isn't it?
It is. It's so effective. And then you have the hemp, one of the hemp designs.
Oh,
hemp
now that's
leaf.
what's on the back of the koi, that pattern on the koi
Yes,
fabric. I said
yes.
there's a pattern, I couldn't remember the name of it. It's
Yes.
a hemp stitch, isn't it?
Yes. So you've got the hemp on the back
Yeah.
there.
Fabulous.
And then I'll just show you one of the other
Yeah,
panels.
yeah,
I
it's
just
absolutely
really wanted it. This was the geometric one, the red one
Yeah.
that we were looking at. And then this one is the paving block.
Now, people at home will be going, oh, but you're a sewer, that's so neat, that's so neat. That's so neat. It doesn't, if you've got a few odd different sizes, it doesn't matter, does it?
No, not at all. And the whole thing is when you've actually finished, you're going to be washing it and you won't see the white line,
No,
which is
exactly,
lovely.
yeah.
So I just wanted to go through for the last few minutes the project actually that I took from this book. Oh my goodness, there's so many projects
know.
within this book. And in fact, there's just so many that you could actually use using the Sashiko panels. Lots and lots of different things. So you can make a feature. You can do a basket and just make a feature of some of the panels. You know, use some of this. I'll show you how I actually cut a different one. So lots and lots of gorgeous projects. Using up your stash as well, but incorporating it with incorporating it with. Oh, it's early in the morning. Well, not early in the morning.
No.
But using. Thanks, John. In front of everybody. Oh, there's nobody watching, is there?
There's
Nobody
hundreds
watching.
and hundreds and hundreds of people watching.
So you can actually include the Sashiko panels within some of these projects. Really, is what I'm trying to say.
Nothing changes, Cara.
No,
nothing changes.
I know. I'm glad it doesn't. So.
She was happy to see me this morning. She's thinking twice now.
No, not at
Oh,
all.
I've forgotten what he
So
was like.
so nice to see you. Anyway, so the makeup pouch.
Yes.
There's patterns in the back.
I was about to say, where's the pattern from?
The patterns are in the back, and some of them do need enlarging.
Right.
Because you've got so many projects within here, obviously they could reduce the number of projects and make the panels life size.
Yeah.
But then some of them they will actually need enlarging.
Yeah.
So this particular one is the makeup pouch, and they suggest doing it 200%. So I've got my panel here, 200%, and then you add your seam allowance on top.
Okay. But just read it before. Oh,
Yeah, unless you want to use one of your Sashiko panels.
Oh, okay.
And if you want to use one of your Sashiko panels for this, and in fact, I quite liked doing it diagonally.
Oh.
So you can either do it one way or the other.
Yeah.
You'll see that the makeup pouch is just slightly larger.
Oh.
But don't worry, what you can do is draw around it and just trim
Yes.
around it, and it just makes a smaller makeup pouch. That's the only thing. So you just be aware that you'd need to shorten this particular item there, and also look at the length of the zip. But if I show you the one that I've already stitched.
So did you cut through?
Right.
I'd be a bit frightened to cut where I've done all
Right.
my hand stitching.
Yeah, no. So what you do, that's the wrong bit, is, so if you're wanting to do one of the panels like this, what you'll do is you'll actually draw it onto your fabric first.
Right.
So I used the chalk pencil that I had at home.
Yeah.
So you can draw your shape around and you only stitch to that shape. So you don't stitch the whole panel, you only stitch to that shape.
So you didn't stitch the whole panel and then go, I'll make this bag out of it. You drew the shape of the pattern on the panel, so you knew only to stitch in that shape. Because I'd be frightened if you'd done the whole square.
Exactly.
And first of all, it's going to be wastage, but then you're cutting every single thread as you go round.
No, so what I did was, so I drew it onto the actual panel first.
Yeah.
And then you'll see I've done my stitching, but I haven't done it right to the edge.
Right.
So you can see
Oh, yes.
on this one that I haven't actually done it right to the edge.
Yes, because imagine if you'd done the stitching first and you sliced all the way
Oh,
along
no,
there. You'd
no,
have
no, I
all
know.
those threads all
I
just going
thought,
everywhere, wouldn't
oh,
you?
okay. I'll show you the other one that I've done with the smaller panels, which is nice. but I wanted to utilise some of the bigger panels, and I thought, well, how can I do it without thinking that everything's going to undo? So if you notice on the back, I've done a lot of my starting and stopping around the edge.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and then this is where you've got your H640, so you can do that onto the panel. So you would draw around the shape of the makeup bag.
Yeah.
You'd stitch it to your shape.
Right.
Then you'd put that in the wash, put it into the sink to get rid of the white stitching, and then you'd actually start assembling this. So use this panel just as a piece of fabric.
Okay.
So that's what I thought I'd do there. Also for this particular one, I thought, oh right, I've used that cream cotton canvas, which I love. It's like Osnaburg, but a bit heavier.
It's really weird because on my first day here, I had it on its own and I was saying, oh, this is Osnaburg. And it was you, wasn't it, Kat, saying, no, it's not Osnaburg, John. I said, it feels and touches like Osnaburg. Yeah,
it's
exactly.
lovely.
It's
It's really, really nice. So what I decided to do was actually do a diagonal stitch on the back, and I used the friction pen to just draw my lines. I'd already got my H640 on the back, and then I just quilted it. And you can see I've still got my friction pen there, so I will press that, and that will get rid of those lines, and you'll just be left with the diagonal
with the cross
there.
hatching. Yeah, lovely.
So that's how that one was going to be made. So you not do right sides together. You've got to insert a zip. I only got a short zip at home, so I've just added little tabs at the end there. So I right sides together, and then pop the lining on top. I don't think I'm going to have time to do all of this.
We don't need that because it's a Sashiko out rather than make it.
And
but all that's in the book, isn't it?
All
How
the
to put
book,
the zip in and
all
everything
the
like
book.
that.
So when you get to this stage, when you've got your actual Sashiko panels, forget that it's Sashiko. Just use it like a piece of use it as a fabric. So that's all ready to assemble. There's also a little. And it doesn't have to be, if you did it in the right fabrics, it could be like a little evening bag.
Well, that I was going to say, you could take that out, or you're going out for lunch. That'd be lovely if you've got your jeans and your white blouse on, a sweet little purse like that, rather than taking your big handbag or anything.
Get your mobile in it, get your glasses in it, get your, your hand sanitizer, the whole sort of thing in there. Your mask. You could do a matching mask out of the fabric.
Yes. Oh, fantastic.
That would be a bit nice. So this particular one, I've actually done the small panels there.
And now, is that two with a seam down it? Or
Yes.
it is. I can't see from here.
Yes.
All.
So I've got my two panels there. And what I did was there's quite a bit of fabric around the edge of the, you'll see.
Oh, look, I can show you that on here because this is the one I've got open here, isn't it? So which one have you done?
I've done the two,
Yeah.
in the centre.
So see how much space there is around the outside. So when you do your Sashiko stitching in there, you've actually got a good 3/4 of an inch all the way around the outside of it. So.
You have, but also on the main panel, you see at the side there. No, the side.
Oh, here.
It's not printed, So I've pieced some fabric together.
Or you could, oh no, because then you dig into that one. I was going to say you could wash that off and go further, but you don't want to do that. No, piecing
I've just pieced the fabric there. I also cut a panel
there. Oh, so
there.
like sashing, like on a quilt, you did like sashing,
Exactly. So I did it like that. So again, when you've done a bigger panel, you can use matching or contrasting fabric to sort of make a cushion or something like that.
Lovely.
So that's what I did with that one. And then I've also got another one here that I've started, if I can find it.
Be busy.
Oh, you get addicted.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I will say there needs to be a warning on this. It is addictive. And so what I did here, and again, I think I sat and watched Leicester win the other day against Arsenal. Sorry, Arsenal fans, but I sat and stitched while I was doing that. So you've got these little panels here, and then all I've done is I've just turned under the extra fabric around the edge.
Right.
And then I've had my cotton canvas for the back.
Yeah.
I've put my wadding on, and then I've turned under, and there must be a technical term when you turn under like that with quilting or patchwork. Turn that under. It's just turn under. Very technical. And then with the thread that tones in, I've just machined round there.
That's
to secure it.
gorgeous, isn't it? So
Well,
that's
I thought
on
it
the
was
red
different. Yeah, I thought it was different.
So that's not on this grey panel, that's on the
No,
red
it's
panel,
on the red
which
panel.
is the Geo 20. It's Geo, the red one. Oh, there, is that them there? There they are, look there.
Yep.
Oh, hang on, I'll try and get it without the... There you go. This has been the most popular panel today, the red one. I'm not surprised. They look fantastic on
They look really nice because I wanted to do it slightly differently. I wanted to show people that you can sash the panels, the little panels.
Yeah.
You can make those little coasters, do lots of things with the little ones there. And then just take a couple of them, and I thought, oh, right, okay, I like the fact that you've got the cream thread for the stitching, and then you've got the cream natural thread for the fabric for the background. And I put them on square, and I thought, it's a bit boring.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought, no, I'll actually put them on as diamonds. And as I say, just machine round there. I've just turned that under and pressed it.
Yeah.
And then I've done some diagonal hatching on the top. Obviously, that bit won't show. That will be under there.
Yeah.
And again,
that's really stylish,
yeah,
isn't it,
just to sort of make it different.
It's so lovely, like Kat's just saying this, to see the Sashiko panels used for, you know, kind of rather, I mean, they look gorgeous on a wall or in a picture frame or something like that, but actually you use them in real life, you know what I mean? So some people don't need another picture for the wall or don't need another panel for a wall, whereas this, like you say, Christmas presents, if you made those, they're individually handmade. And how much would you pay for something like that in one of those designer boutiques?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
handmade. And in fact, I've used there's my spare fabric. I was wondering where my spare fabric. I've used the koi fabric for the lining as well, and that is just so nice. You could pop a little pocket on the inside, you could put a little zipped pocket on the inside, you know, if you wanted to maybe put some change in there or something. But it was just so nice. And this particular cotton feels, to me, it feels a little bit silk-like, you know, like a heavier silk.
It feels like a Dupion silk, doesn't
Yes,
it? It's got that lovely finish to it.
Yeah, it does.
Jan says, Cara has explained everything so clearly. I'm very tempted to have a go. And Bernie says, what fabulous ideas, Cara.
Thank you, thank you. I do like sort of taking something and then taking it to the next, you know, step.
Yes,
and
exactly.
showing people how easy it is, you know, once you've done your little bit of stitching, how easy it is to move on.
But now your background is in embroidery and everything as well, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Imagine if you also took the koi carp fabric and just highlighted with embroidery stitches, just little bits of the koi carp as well.
Yeah, the other thing is I've just started doing free motion embroidery as well.
Oh, yes.
So, you know, you could go around that and do some free motion. You can add some beads, you can add some sequins, you can add some metallic threads.
I mean, it looks gorgeous, what you've done, but then your brain starts going, oh, but what if?
Oh,
but what if?
I know, and I have to stop myself. I have to sort of think, no, this is the Sashiko hour.
Yes.
You know, this is what we're going to do.
Less is more, Cara,
Yes.
less is more.
Definitely. But that gives you 3 options for the actual panels. So you've got the one option where we've cut the shape out. You'll see it is slightly smaller than the other one.
Another Foxes fan, Cara. Oh, is that the football team?
Yes.
What a lovely Sashiko demo. Love your calmness and clear explanations from Jennifer in Warwickshire.
Hi,
now, is
Jennifer.
that Jennifer near me? I've got a Jennifer near me who used to message in when we used to be at the other place.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, it's lovely. It's really lovely that because the way you've explained it, it's been very calm, and I've only butted in a little bit and things. But it's like I say, it's lovely to see it made to use. I'm not very good at ornaments. I think they look beautiful, but I think, what am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with it? Whereas that could be used, even if you do it as like a pocket on a dressing gown or something like that. You know,
or on a jacket.
Yes, exactly. On the back of a denim jacket or anything.
Well, any of the, any of the dressmaking shows that you've got on here, you know, I look and I think, oh, yeah, you could embellish that. You could add that
exactly.
And do little bits and pieces. So
Daphne says, I've just started Sashiko, first time on Sewing Street and feel so inspired.
Oh, wonderful. Welcome.
Well, that's
to
what
the
we're here for,
family.
really, isn't it? Yeah,
Yes,
exactly,
yes.
exactly. Right, so I'm going to stop you there, Cara,
Yes.
because you're coming back in now's time with that lovely...
Yes.
now there's going to be a fight over this. We haven't got enough of those giraffe bag bundles. But anyway, oh, here it is. Look, very quickly. There it is. Coming up in the Cara's next house. That's at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. There are other bundles as well, which are just as beautiful, but we've all been taken by that giraffe panel. I mean, I know Crazy Lorraine's desperate to get it. Oh, there's loads and loads of lovely messages coming through for Cara.
Thank you.
Kat will tell you about them later. I just need to recap, but I'm not going to do everything, am I? What shall I do? Right, the two panels that we work with, that's this one. Oh, hang on, let me open that whole thing. This is Come On 20. Oh, come on. So, yeah, if you think, right, Cara's only used those two patches there for her makeup bag. Imagine all the other projects you could do using this. And then that one's there. That's one she did using coloured thread, which is available on the website. We didn't have it today. And then this one's here. Now it will be upside down on that one. I just didn't know where the panel is there. But that's that one there. Yeah, if you've been inspired, just go to the website and search Sashiko, spelt Sashiko, and you'll see everything else that's to do with Sashiko that we've got on the website there. So that's the grey one. Now the red one that Cara used to do the diagonal ones. Oh. This is super popular today. Super popular, that one. Sumugi, there you go, I said that, didn't I? Sumugi pre-printed Geo20 deep red panel, £19.99. And then the koi fabrics that we had, this is the one that we used, or Cara used to make her purse. Yeah, we made the bag, she just came on and demonstrated it. Now, Karen from Wigan has got this fabric, not in this colourway, but in this kind of textured feel. She made the most gorgeous 50s dress out of it. It's absolutely stunning. I think hers had a blue background. Anyway, it's Umi in white carp fabric, £6.99 for half a metre. I mean, there's loads you could do with these fabrics. We've just got them in this hour, but you don't need to do them with Sashiko if you don't want to. No. Kat's going to cut out all the kois and applique them. We got applique in Cara's last hour, so we can do that later, right? And then we've got the koi carp on the black as well here. There you go. That's the koi carp on the black. See, it's gorgeous, that one, isn't it? Kat doesn't give me a chance to get one out, and then she's going on with the next one. You know Fiona Hesford's kimono, little kimono jackety top she does? That would look beautiful in that one, wouldn't it? Okay, and then I've got 3 books. Which was the other one you want to do? Waves first. And then I've got 3 books, and then we'll go for a break. There you go. £6.99 for half a metre, this one. Can I do what? Oh, hang on, I'm going to have to sort this out over there. I can't hear you, Kat, I'll just carry on. Love to Sew book, which is the book that Cara, no, I wasn't thinking of Cara's name, I was thinking of makeup bag, the pattern for the makeup bag came from. £10.99, but look, there are 60 projects in there. 60 projects in there for £10.99. Okay, then we've got Simple Sashiko. 8 Sashiko projects. This is brilliant if you're just starting. £6.99. Less than £1 a project if you think about it, Susan Briscoe. And it's Susan Briscoe who also did the ultimate. Now, I saw this come up on that side of the screen, which normally means it's limited. I'll get it right. There you go. 7. We've got 7 of those left now. That's it. And that's fantastic because that's got the history and everything all about the stitches, all the proper names for them. Everything that Cara showed you in her demonstration is in that book. All the different stitches, all the different patterns and all the ideas and everything like that, all in that book there. Right, don't go anywhere. Can't remember what the next hour is called, but it's tools. Everything your workroom needs, I think it's called. In the break, go and check out the app because we've got a new app. Just go to wherever you get your apps from on your phone and look up Sewing Street. And on it, you can watch, buy, and send a message. I know, it's fantastic, isn't it? Okay, I'm going now. I'll see you in 4 minutes from now when I'll be doing tools.
Hi, I'm Debbie Shaw, and as a professional sewer, I really know how important it is to use a high quality thread. Well, you think about it. You spend a lot of money on your sewing machine, you'll spend a lot of money on fabric, and you'll spend a lot of time sewing. So why let your thread let you down? I know a lot of our designers and customers prefer to use Aurifil thread. Now, this is a family business. It was established in 1983 and they're based just outside Milan in Italy. They produce superior quality threads for domestic and professional sewers alike, and they've achieved worldwide success with quilters, sewers, embroiderers and textile artists who all appreciate the versatility and the strength of these threads. It's all made from Egyptian cotton, which is grown just at the side of the River Nile, and Aurifil only use the long staple threads, which gives their thread that strength. Each one of these threads goes through 15 steps before it even gets onto a spool and then comes to you to use in your sewing projects. Now at Sewing Street, we've collaborated with Aurifil and we've brought you 2 collections of threads. So we have the Quilters collection, and these are exclusive to Sewing Street. We've done a lot of research with quilters, and these are the colours that you prefer to use. So we put a whole collection together for you. The second collection is the Essential collection. So this is for the homemakers, for the bag makers, for the craft sewers, for the dressmakers. And again, these have been proven to be the most popular colours that you're going to use. So if you want your projects to last longer and your seams to be stronger, invest in some quality thread.
Hi, I'm Wendy Orlando and I'm a craft blogger. You can find me over at thecraftyco.com, and if you do head on over and have a peep, you will see that I'm a tutorial blogger. I do all kinds of crafts, but my passions are crochet, knitting and sewing, which I've done for over 45 years. In that time I've made lots of mistakes, but I have learnt lots of tricks and top tips that I can't wait to share. What I'd like to bring to the Sewing Street table is to show that you don't need to have gone to university or have a degree in design to be able to sew. You just need passion, a bit of courage to take the first steps, and a whole lot of patience. Oh, and an unpicker. You will need an unpicker. I do hope that you will follow me as I take my Sewing Street journey, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon.
If you love sewing, then you need the UK's favourite sewing magazine. Every month, you'll receive exclusive patterns. Follow simple step-by-step guides suitable for all skill levels to make your own stunning clothes, accessories and more, together with inspiring tips and tricks from industry experts. Join in and discover your love for sewing. Try Love Sewing today and get your first 3 issues for just £6.
Hello everyone, I'm Darphine Brooks. It's so great to be here and part of the Sewing Street family. I'm local, I'm only down the road in Warwickshire. I started sewing many years ago when I was very young, doing lots of art and painting, and eventually I went into textiles and I really enjoyed doing the two together. I then had a bit of a break. Something you don't know about me maybe is that I spent many years in the Royal Air Force and eventually in the police as well. And then I went full circle and I've come back to my happy place of sewing, and which I really enjoy. My best sewing tip is measure twice and cut once. I have chipped up a couple of times by not measuring properly, and I do always regret it. So now I always measure twice, cut once. Anyway, I really hope to be with you again soon, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.
Well, we're in the shop. Now, whoever the lady was at the end, there was a question came through and I couldn't hear because my thing was playing up and everything. There was no fabric. The lady was asking what fabric I had on my desk that I put with the white koi carp. The cream fabric was lovely that Cara used. It was a cream cotton canvas, which will be underneath me down there. Because now the next hour will have been loaded up on pre-order and everything. So no, hang on. So this hour that we're about to do is up on pre-order at the moment, and everything from the last 2 shows is now on the deals. You know, the things that have been sold already today in the left-hand column. Right. So anyway, so apart from the cream cotton canvas, none of the other fabrics would have gone with the white koi carp, because the white was slightly off white. But they're all the ones that cut. Oh, I haven't got it here. That panel went beautifully, but that's a panel there of the Sumugi fabric. That was from the panel. That went beautifully with the koi carp, didn't it? The fabric is there. You go. Okay, right, now there's something here that I've never seen before. Sewing machine reference tool, a troubleshooting guide to loving your sewing machine again, and a man with a beard. Oh, you get a free piece of cardboard in that one. Bernie Tobish, he's called. Bernie Tobish. I'll put it down on the desk. Nice, because you can write notes in the cover. Let's get it in the right place for you. There you go. It comes and goes, Elliot. It was fine, and then it would suddenly go, and then it was fine again. It was mainly when they were talking, I think. Right, okay. Here we go. So this is the book. Tension, calibration, and adjustment. Things that might affect you. This is for any sewing machine. Look, troubleshooting guide, because it might be why things are happening and why things are going. So, possible causes. So, skipping stitches, shredding, and breaking thread. There's all different causes, no matter what your machine is that it might be. Inconsistent tension, fabric won't feed. And these are all the things that you sit there and you get so frustrated about, don't you? When you're sitting there on your own and there's nobody to call and you wonder what you're going to be doing. Then this tension is most people's. Debbie has a hotline of problems and everything, and she said tension is the worst. Is the question she gets asked most, basically, about tension on her sewing machine. Look, calibration. Hang on. So Susan Briscoe's husband's partner. Okay, Glyn. You mean Glyn? When he came in, when they were in last, he said, "What a brilliant book that is." Did he buy it? No. He what? It was out of stock then. Oh, it's back in stock, you see. It's not. I wouldn't say it was the most glamorous of books. Do you know what I mean? It's not a coffee table book, is it? But it's a book that you need in your workroom when things go wrong. Nicely ring bound so it lays flat on the table. Or, of course, you can do it like that if you want to. Also, that takes it right out of shot. There you go. Right. Have you given Kat another coffee in the break? Gorgeous, isn't it? She's saying if you've got a friend who just got their new sewing machine for Christmas, and this could be your present for it. Mind you, that's a bit ominous, isn't it? You've got a new sewing machine, but here's the thing, when it goes wrong. All about needle sizes there. It's fascinating, isn't it? Longer lasting needles. Oh. When to change needles after every 8 hours of sewing, that's what. They had an hour of needles yesterday, if you want to watch that on YouTube, with Rebecca Reed. I'm not allowed to call her Bex. Crack, it goes on, doesn't it? So much. Oh, how many of us have had that issue? I know you haven't, Jeremy. You've got to get through all your other issues before you get through that one. Oh, what I love it. How much is it? I haven't even seen how much it is. £19.49. Who do you think's your presenter today, Kat? Let's just ask that question. Gorgeous, isn't it? There's so much in there. What Kat was just saying was, we have a call centre that you can ring who are brilliant, right? But this is like having a call centre in your sewing room, isn't it, really? £19.49. Yeah. So you get it from your mum then. Sewing machine, reference tool book, £19.49. Back in stock, and half the stock of the new stock has gone already. Oh, right, okay, now, you know Karen from Seams, right? Well, I'll start. Right. Karen from Seams, right? Set all of this up. She's done all the, I won't say investigative work, that's not the right word. She knew what she wanted to do. Basically, Seams is, I'll do the moisturiser first. Seams is a moisturiser that you can put on your hands. Couturiers use it, costume makers use it, fashion industry people use it, because literally, I've got it on today, it soaks into your skin so quickly. Now, this isn't the open one, is it? Oh, there it is. I was looking for the box, right? So have a look at this, right? Have a look at this when you put it onto your hand. I like this because there's posh shop, not that we're not posh, but there's a posh shopping channel that do beauty a lot. And I always watch them doing this. There's that lovely northern girl, isn't there? Look, you see. Now, that's too much. I've put too much on there. That is you really don't need that much on, right? But look, right? Oh, it's good. It smells divine, right? Right? You can feel, I'll put them in shot, you can feel the moisturiser just sinking into your skin. You can feel, you know where your dry bits are and everything, you can feel it go, it's just fantastic. But you know what? I've put a bit too much on there. You really don't need as much as that, right? I could now go off and do sewing and have no problem whatsoever. It's sunk in. You'll have to read the box for all the ingredients because it's got so many beautiful, fantastic. It smells like no other. Well, it's really weird, right? It smells like no other hand cream smells. But when you go to people's house, you go, oh, you've got Karen Seams, haven't you? It's recognisable straight away. It's a lovely, lovely. Smells very, very natural. The whole family are involved. The son and the daughter, all involved in the development and the packing of boxes and everything. This is £13.99. And do you know what? At the moment, with Sanitizer and the weather turning, you really need to look after your hands. I never used to, but it was only when I started selling jewellery that you suddenly think, oh, I better start looking after my hands a little bit. And you used to get really, really close on my hands and everything, but you don't have to worry about that. But this is just, because we're washing our hands far more often than we ever have done. Everywhere we go, I've even got a bottle of sanitizer as you come through my back door. So if anyone comes into the house, they're like, shh, straight away. It's really, really, really important to look after your skin. The thing is, you look after all the other bits, don't you? You forget your hands, really, don't you? So now, oh, here you go. Kat, as a sewer, she uses it so much. Oh, that's the end of it. That was it. Hands always in use. And you also don't want to be working on a wedding dress or a cream silk blouse or something and then put your fingers on with all gunky. This is fine. This is very, very good. Yes, it's a tool out, but it's a very important tool in your sewing room. There you go, Jackie. Jackie from the Wirral says, I love this hand cream. Made my hand so soft with all the washing. Do you know what, Jackie, right? This Jackie, right? I took some chocolate brownies round to her. They were Julie's gluten-free brownies round to her, right? And I literally, she lives around, it was when I was staying with Mike and Julie, and I did my Facebook Live on a Thursday morning from Mike and Julie. Was it a Thursday? Anyway, I took some round to her. She only weeded the whole front garden before I got there. So then she needed to put her hand cream on. So then we couldn't shake hands because we were socially distancing and everything. So it was a bit like, here's your brownies, like that. But anyway, she loves it. She absolutely loves it. And Shelley's messaging saying, the hand cream is amazing. I use it all the time. Oh, I don't know what one of those is. Oh, is that meant to be OCD, do you think? No, I don't know what this means. Shelley says the hand cream is amazing, use it all the time. And then she put, I have something, and with normal hand cream, I have to wash it off, but not with this. Oh. Bernie says, can you explain how to do per order? Does that mean pre-order? Pre-order. Right, so if you go onto the website very quickly, click on Watch Live. Oh, I'm going to show you. I'll show you, right? Go to the brand new website. Click on Watch Live. Scroll down. Oh, is it not there yet? There it is. You'll see me at the top there. Scroll down. Now on the left-hand side is today's show's deals. That's everything that's been shown on the telly. And look at the right, go across, it says pre-order. If you click on there, that's all the things that are on the show that have yet to show. I didn't show the hoop in the last hour, so that's still there. But everything, there you go, there's the seam stuff and everything. And then don't click on the picture. You need to click on add to basket underneath. And that's not the hand cream that she's clicking on there, that's the nail oil. And then it's there in your basket. Is that all right? Is that all right? Oh, OCD. Shelley's got OCD, and she puts other moisturisers on, then has to go and wash her hands because she feels like the hands are dirty, and then, but she doesn't have to with this. She doesn't have to with this. Right, okay, I thought that's what it was, but I didn't want to give you something you hadn't got. So that's your hand cream for 30 Christmas presents. Just saying. Just saying. Because look, is it 59 days or something now till Christmas? Because it's the 26th or 27th today, is it? 27th today, so Christmas, 2 months' time, it'll all be over. I know, frightening. Right, now let's move on to, now I love this. And in fact, if you go on to Karen's website, there's a clip of me putting this on. Is it the nail oil or is it the, I think it's the nail oil. Anyway. This is £21.99. Now, it's called Silk Touch Hand and Nail Oil. Now, I only use it for this, right? I only use it for doing this. I'll show you here, right? You literally only have, oh, just put too much on. You literally only have to touch like that. I just put it on my cuticles, you see, right? And then you rub it in like that. But you can rub it into your hands as well. And it just, do you know what? You know what's awful is when you get nails and you have those like back friends and all the kind of dry skin all around your nail and everything like that. None of that with this. Absolutely none of that with this. Now, it does sink in, but it's not as quick as the amazing hand cream. It does all, I mean, it's just brilliant. It's absolutely gorgeous. The smell is fantastic, right? They what, sorry? Oh, yeah, and they work lovely together. But what I would do, you see, is I'd keep the hand cream with me all day. I'd only do the nail oil once. This is my personal, right? I would do the nail oil first thing in the morning and the hand cream. But then I'd keep the hand cream with me and keep reapplying during the day, especially if we've been out and it's cold, or you're walking the dog or something like that. I don't ever do the oil more than once a day. That's just my personal thingy. Anyway, £21.99. Now, if you're making a little hamper for somebody for Christmas, now got a special. Drum roll, please, Jeremy. There you go. Where would we be without hand sanitizer at the moment? I know. Now, I'm not saying have this one. Like I said, I've got a great big bottle by the back door. We've got great big bottles all round here, right? This one, I'd say for your handbag or your pocket or whatever, just take with you. Because otherwise, you know how many times we do it, right? You know how many times we have to put sanitizer on. This is the one I would keep in my handbag. So if you've been to somebody's house or you've been to a shop or something like that, and you just want to give yourself a little, and I know lots of shops have it as you come in and go out and everything, but how lovely to have your very own. Now, you must be wondering, why am I showing 2 bottles of this when I've only shown 1 bottle? 2 bottles for £8.99. You're saving 99p. So it's a nice little saving, isn't it? 1 for you. Well, oh no, don't 1 for your friend. 1 in the car when you come out the supermarket. I have in my car, I can't say the name, Dettol, right? The hand wipes, you see. And I do this, and I do my steering wheel, and I do where I've hold, do my phone, do my key, everything. Every time I come out of Tesco's or Waitrose, or they're the only 2 supermarkets I go to, Marks and Spencer's Food Hall, I'd better do it every single time. But those Dettol, they're not meant for your hands, are they? But then your hands feel all a bit kind of like, and if you're doing it 3 or 4 or 5 times a day, you know, so when you're coming in from the gym, or when you're leaving the gym and things like that, how about having one of these in your car? And you need the tiniest bit. And I'm not going to put any on because I've just got my lovely hand cream and my nail on now. You saw me earlier using, here's mine. Here's mine. I've been using mine all day. Look, it's even got my... We've got one each in the dressing room, you see, so it's got my initial on the top. There's a J, there's a V, there's an R, and there's a D. So that's all of ours. Yeah, you want those letters, 4 letters left on a Scrabble board, do you? £8.99, you're getting 2 bottles. You're getting 2 bottles for your £8.99. So I would save this as my special, you know, like in your handbag in your car, and when you want it. I wouldn't have it as the big bottle in the office. Don't leave it on your desk in the office. Oof, blimey, it'll go. They'll be using it. Everyone will be wanting to use it. But it's a special deal for you. Oh, now I've got to let you know we're limited with that offer, apparently. Limited with that offer. Now you see people are buying. Now, do you know what? Can I just say to you, we've got loads and loads of people multi-buying, right? You don't, I don't want to put you off, but you don't need to write 2. You get 2. You get 2 anyway. So if you put 2 in your basket, you get 4. It's a good idea, though. The thing is, though, it is a good idea, because if you could just leave it then in each handbag, then you know whenever you go out, if you change your handbag, you know it's there. Or, like you say, you're going to leave one in the glove compartment of your car. You might have 2 family cars. Oh, excuse me, I've got a sneeze brewing. No, it's gone. But they are limited, right? Right, I'm going to do some wadding. Right? What do you want to do first? Recycle pellets. If you're making a doorstop or a book end, do what? Oh, it's the wrong way up. Oh, you're doing it from there. $5.99. Now, these are recycled, and you can recycle them. They can go in your recycling bin. Polyethylene pellets. $5.99. Do what? If you use rice or lentils, you do have the tendency to get weevils. These weevils won't want to live in this. Nothing to feed off, is there? Make a little bag to go inside the... actually, have I got one here? Right, imagine this isn't finished. This has got pins in it. I'm not quite sure who made this chicken. Right? Okay, if you were to... excuse me, leave the, oh, it's all pinned still. Leave the bottom bit open there, make a little pocket, put some of those in the pocket, pop it in, stitch it up, then that's going to make a nice little, do you know what, even if you're making a doorway, if that's for your windowsill of your kitchen, imagine how many times it's going to do that, you know, like, oh, oof. And how, is that 2 kilos, is it? How many kilos is that? 1 kilo. Doesn't matter if you buy that and loads of other things, it's still only $3.95 post and packaging. So don't, because if you went to the post office, they'd be like, Vicky, the post mistress would be like, oh, that's a bit more because it's a bit heavy. None of that. None of that here. Right, which is that? Yeah, hang on, let me get the code. Oh, no. Right, this is Thermolan. This is Thermolan. Been taken out the bag without the label on it. Now it's already cut to, this is what you'll get. If you order 1, right, 90 centimetres by a metre, if you order 2 of these, you'll get 2 of these in separate bags, just so you know. £5.99. This is sew in Thermolan compressed fleece. This is the one, you need to put this in your coasters, your teapot holders, in your, what's the thing you put over a teapot? Tea cosy, oven gloves. I would always put this ironing pad. You're making an ironing pad. You need to put a few layers in if it's an ironing pad. I would always put it in with a cotton wadding as well. So then if there's any condensation, the cotton wadding soaks up that. This has no metal in it. You know there's one that looks like it's got a silver, Insulbright it's called. It's got silver. This has got no metal in it at all, so you can machine this quite happily. And it's called Thermolan. Thermolan. It's it's a Vaseline product. Vaseline. And then the other one is H640, which you've already seen used this morning, because Cara used this on her. We use it every day. This has got one side that's fusible. Again, this is already cut. This is the piece you will get. $9.99. Vaseline H640. Yeah, so this side, can you see? I don't know if you had to see that. That side is bobbly and a bit shiny. That's got the glue on it. This one's all fleecy. That's your gluey side. Do not iron on that side. No. Oh, Kerry, I'm not sure. I'll find out for you. We'll find out for you. I know it's got black currant in it and peony root. We'll have to find out for you, Kerry. $80.20 cotton wadding by the half metre. We sell this by the half metre. So this is how wide it is. Oh. 244 centimetres wide, which is about 100 inches. No, less than 100 inches. 90 inches, is it? Kat will just work it out for me. Yeah. 96 inches. There you go. I was nearly right. 96 inches. Now you buy by the half metre, so you just all need to work out how long your quilt is. As long as it's less than 92 inches or 90 inches wide. I mean, you can always piece it, but then you've got the whole length, so there's no need to piece it, is it? So this is $6.99 for half a metre. It's cotton mix, 80-20, light and soft blend. I was always jealous of the ladies who met you at shows. I've now got my own story of meeting you. Oh, that's Jackie. I read that very slowly because I didn't put my glasses on. Sorry. Oh, Shelley's got a hand sanitizer. Brilliant, Shelley. Brilliant. Fantastic. Loads of that 80-20 going into baskets. I'm not surprised because you can just buy, because normally it comes in queen length or king size or whatever. This way you can decide exactly how much you need. Now, which ones? First, excuse me. Large universal scissors. There you go. Now, Kat, you're very naughty. Because, no, I know. Oh no, there's a little white bit here. Oh, I don't know why it was stuck to the... Oh no, is this what they used for the basting yesterday? Right, it was stuck to the top of the bin. So I'm going to cut through a wadding sandwich here. Oh, look. Listen, you don't have to hear it to see how fabulous that is. These are a special deal at $14.99. They shouldn't be. They are Fiskars. They shouldn't be $14.99. But they are. 24 centimetres. Beautiful. $14.99, really lovely, not too heavy, lovely width on the where you put your fingers. Because a lot of times I've got fat fingers, trying to put my fingers through there, it's not very comfortable. This is lovely and comfortable, nice balance to it, nice shape to it. There's the finished thing there. Gorge. I've had a message from right. Please can you say hello to my best friend Catherine, who's watching in Germany, from Naomi. John makes us giggle. Ah. Are you watching on Facebook or YouTube in Germany? Or the app? Hello, Catherine in Germany from your friend Naomi. Lovely. Left-handed scissors coming next. Oh, that's again there. I can't demonstrate these because I'm not left-handed. Left-handed, general purpose scissors, 21 centimetres. The general purpose, they're not cutting shears, these. These are more like your kitchen scissors or your scissors that you have around the workroom, but not your cutting shears. No, don't cut paper with them. I mean, you could, but then they have to become your paper scissors, don't they then? It's gone very dark on the desk, isn't it? Look, there's dark out, look. Or maybe it's my belly. Just to dark. Let me move it forward. There you go. Follow me. There you go, in the light there. Okay. Right, scissor sharpeners. Right. Now, where's the box, Kat? Oh, it's over there. It's over there. It's over there. Sorry. I just need to say, because they had a wrong, last time I did these, Fiskars had the wrong box. No, they've got the new box, right? Do not put left-handed scissors through this sharpener, right? And do not put serrated edge scissors through this. And do not try, your pinking shears won't go through anywhere, but don't try and put your pinking shears through, right? And it's so easy. This is it. This is it. This is what comes in the box. Oh, wrong way. Right? Okay. Now, what you do is you take your scissors, snip, dip, 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 and you think, oh, I've just gone over a pin. You know that awful thing when you've got a little nick in, you think, how's that happened? Or somebody in the house has used them to cut string or something like that, and you can just feel they're not quite right. What you do is you take your Fiskars. Now, I don't know what kind of angle I'm going to do this on. You take your scissors and you put, oh, hang on. There you go. I was doing it back to front. There you go. You put your blades through like that, and then you literally just cut. Listen. And it's sharpening. You can go any bit you want. I was just doing short strokes. You do nice long strokes like that. And it sharpens your scissors for you as you go along. And much cheaper than taking them down to the mind you, how many hardware stores are there in the high street anymore? I'm not going to go on one. But there's just fewer and fewer. There's one in, not King's Heath. What's the bit after King's Heath? Balsall Heath, is it? I don't know what's the bit after. Is it that end? Yes, it is that further. There's an old-fashioned one there. And there used to be a man that came round on his upside-down bike that used to do your knives and your scissors. Not anymore. The rag and bone man now has got a really plush lorry around our way. He's no longer got the horse and carriage like he has had for years. Nice, posh, and with a very fancy horn on, so you know it's him coming round the block. I know. Get them in your office, in your sewing room. Sophia, did you not watch me? Did you not watch? Sophia said, can the white-handled scissors cut fabric? Well, that's what they're for. That's what they're for. Look, I'm cutting through 2 layers of fabric and wadding here. They're called universal, but look, don't let anybody else use these scissors once you've got these home. They're fantastic. In your own time, Jeremy. I'm going to run out of fabric at this rate. Look, slicing through that. I hope this wasn't for an important project. Oh, it was just the basting demo. And oh, look how many layers have just gone through there. Freshly sharpened, like Elliot's hairdo. Fabulous. Oh, scissor holder, scissor rack. It might be the what? Well, no, it can't be, because this is perfect now. I've got no issue at all. It went for a whole hour with nothing wrong with it, Elliot. It was when I was sitting down. Did you try it sitting down? He says he does nothing but sit down. Scissor rack holds 18 pairs of scissors. Maybe it's just my magnetic personality. I'm talking about, just so you know at home, in the last hour, my earpiece was playing up, right? It was crackling and making loud banging noises and everything like that. So give me a fresh one, working perfectly. Elliot's tried out the old one. He said, I've been sitting down for now. It doesn't work for me. I know, I didn't understand what he said either. $18.99. Oh, yeah. What's the most? You fixed it. What? Don't stand like that. $18.99. He's still got shorts on. He thinks he's a postman. You be careful with Hannah around. She loves postmen in shorts. £18.99. Well, sorry, you can just store them like this, you see. Look. Well, if you've got quite a few pairs of scissors, I'm wrecking the set now. Look, I'm taking all the display of the set. I wonder, you could put knitting needles in there as well, I imagine, couldn't you? That'll be handy from next week, won't it? Who said Suzanne? Who's Suzanne? Oh, I thought you were talking about a friend of yours. Suzanne says she's only got 3 pairs of scissors. Well, Suzanne, what else could you keep in there? Well, I've put... Of course, there's nothing here. Oh, do you know what you're keeping here? Wait there. What else did you just say? The iron finger. Oh, it's in a box underneath me. So hang on then. So hang on. The turny tool, the prim turny tool can go in here. Yeah, in a bag that's way too tight for it. Oh, there you go. Patricia's got a scissor stand and it's full, she says. Look. My hands look really good, says Crazy Lorraine. Where's the finger then? That's the one you had out this morning, Kat. You've not put it back. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Oh, look. Could you fit your... I don't think the roller will fit through it, will it? No. Oh, but I've got... Now. Where's the other Hera marker? The one we've got later. Oh, it's on the trolley. It's not in there. Oh, you can fit your 18mm rotary cutting mat. I'll move that out the way. Yeah, I'll turn that. Put it down. Kat's just passed me the... we've got a Hera marker from Applique coming later, but she's just touched it, see, so I'm just hand sanitising. There you go. It won't work now, I've done that, won't it? There you go, look. How brilliant is that? That'll really tidy your desk up, wouldn't it? It'll be funny when I've gone and they're trying... Look, friction pens. Not just... You can have it in your... Not just a sewing room, is it? You can have it in your colouring in room. Will they work as well? Oh, no, that doesn't really work, the colouring in room, does it? That's all you need. £18.99 now. I don't know where any of them came from. I like this. This is the kind... Oh, sorry. This is the kind of thing I'd buy and then not use it for anything because I think it's just gorgeous. It's got, oh, yours doesn't come with little white... Oh, what does that say? Sorry. Okay. Oh, isn't that lovely? Now, I'll turn it round because it has got Millwood written on it there. You will get Millwood on it, but you won't get all the white labels on it. What would you keep in there then? Oh, rotary cutters. Oh! 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 I've just pulled something off the wall. Oh, there's something else to go in that one, look. Oh, that could go in here as well. Look. Now, Kat's saying, where did that one come from? About there. No, the pens is there. But look, if you keep rotary cutters in it, please be careful that the blades are put away. But how brilliant is that? Oh, now, what Kat's saying is you've been very generous with your friends. Buy this for your friend and then get little fat quarters or little pieces of fabric or half meters of fabric, look. Oh, look, I think it'd be nice like this. Let me just put all this away. What time is it? Oh, all right. I don't know where anything came from. Where did they come from? Oh, no, they went on there. That. That's right, I'll tidy up. There's something missing. Oh, scissors. Yeah, but there seems to be a hanger missing. Oh, no, I see what I've done wrong. There you go. There you go. But what I'm saying with this... Oh, friction pen. Right, buy this caddy and then buy half meters of fabrics for your friends. Look, how gorgeous would that be? Fat quarters would fit as well, but half meters of fabrics are sweet, aren't they? I'm just going to my fabric store. But wouldn't that be a lovely present? Actually, I've got a competition. How much is this? $14.99. Oh, I might have to buy this one. Look. I think that's a lot. Even for storing your fat quarters in at home. There's no room for biscuits, Kat. No, there's no room for biscuits. No. Right, okay, moving on. I like that. That's good. You doing what? Leopard print box. Oh, this is very swishy. Oh, Hannah's got trousers made out of this. Did you show me walking away? It's just come up on Facebook Live. You don't give away the... You can't show how untied... Oh, this is nice. Oh, look! This is nice. This is like a boutique. This is very boutique, isn't it? So you've got your leopard print. Where's the black trim? Oh, hang on. You've got the plastic handle. Here, yeah, can't see it. You can't see it, but there's a pin thingy there. Little pocket there. And then a good solid plastic tray to the top. $16.99. Buy it for a friend and then put a few things in it. $16.99, that's a very good price. What are you saying, Kat? Oh, apparently it's our most affordable sewing box. $16.99. Oh. The what? The hand sanitizer is all sold out. Hand sanitizer sold out. June Taylor cut and press. This is the one we use. Yours will come beautifully packaged and clean. This is the one we use. So on this side, you press. Oh, I've done it again. You press. But you can also put pins in here if you need to stretch your block or anything like that. And then on this side, this is a cutting mat. Now, I know when you get this, you'll go, ooh, that feels a bit weird, that cutting mat. They have had technicians developing their cutting mats for years. Now, these, they're not self-healing cutting mats because they don't cut. You don't cut through them. And it makes your cutting blade, your rotary cutting blade, last longer. Well, it doesn't ruin your fabric now when you're cutting it. Brilliant, isn't it? So one side, you've got your inches, you've got your centimetres across the top there, because quilters usually work in inches, and you've got your eighth inch and quarter inch and half inch increments. And then on that side there, same increments, and also the numbers are on the outside. So if you get a block, oh, where have they gone? Who's tidied up? Where have those lovely blocks gone from in this trolley? They're where? Keep walking forward. I found it. Right, if you're watching yesterday, who was it that made these yesterday? Oh, Cara made them ages ago. But look, if you're measuring something up, look, the inches are on the outside of the block. How many rulers have the numbers on the inside? So when you put your block down, you can't see it. But this one, look, the inches are on the outside, so you can easily see them. These are nice, these. These would go lovely in my dining room. She only made 3. Oh, I've only got 2 friends. Oh, no, I can't have friends in the house anyway, can I? I don't understand, because I haven't got a bubble of 6, you see. But has that gone out the window now? I can do what? Oh, I'm allowed to support bubble, apparently. Is that what Hannah's got? Hannah's just got a lot of friends. Right, okay, moving on. I have got the rotating... Oh. Now, don't just do what I just did, because you'll panic, right? It comes in 2 pieces, this, right? So don't panic, because this has got a foamy bottom to stop it. Look, it doesn't slip. Doesn't slip, right? And then that sits on there like that. And that rotates, the rotating cutting mat. £32.99 means you never cut it towards yourself. Also, it means you never... Oh, again, I've thrown them away. If you're cutting... And I'm going to have to get steps, things haven't been to the gym for ages, right? If you cut... Now, obviously, you're not going to cut that because that's finished. But if you want to cut that, it means you move the... So where's the little ruler? Here we go. And a rotary cutter. I'm not going to cut the blades in, right? So if you're cutting something like that... Oh, sorry, my head's in the shot, all right? And then you can turn it like that, and then you don't disturb any of the work or anything like that at all. £32.99. Now, I think this one is a self-healing one, this one. Done in inches, obviously. Got the angles on it. So also good if you're squaring off. So if I wanted to square that off, obviously with a bigger ruler, you could square the two sides and then just twist it round. One designer, I'm being told, requests one of these every time she's in and then never uses it. This ruler... Oh, there we go. Hang that ruler up. Now we're moving over to the other set now. Oh, wait, have we done everything on this side? Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Okay, come with me and you'll see. The world's a full imagination. Have I changed it the wrong way? Right, cutting mat. Now, this will make your eyes go funny. If they use the upstairs camera, this will make your eyes go funny. This is, yeah, we always say, don't we, get the biggest mat you can to fit your space. I've got a tiny little mat at home, I have. Anyway, look, huge. How big is it? 90 by 60, this one. Millwood extra large cutting mat, metric and imperial. That's obviously your imperial. Right? There's your metric. Keep it flat, don't roll it, keep it flat. Oh, will it? Right, okay, apparently it will be delivered to you flat, and if it isn't, take it up with Kat. You've got your angles, 30, 45 degree and 60. It's a self-healing cutting mat from Millwood. £37.99. Okay, Kat says, throw it under your bed, throw it under your sofa. Lovely. Right, now I'm going to do a bit of ruler work now. So I'll keep the mat out. I'm going to start with the gill. Do what? Yeah, ruler. Right, so imagine you're doing a bargello and you have to cut lots and lots of strips, or anything with lots of half square triangles and everything, and you've got issues, dexterity issues and everything. This is brilliant. I love this because it reminds me of being at school when I was little. Right? I'll just show you, I'll put it on the fabric and show it to you first of all. So you've got a ruler here, Fiskars ruler. You've also got a guillotine. That there is a rotary cutter, but I'll just show it to you here. The blade, oh, hang on, where's the best place to be, Jeremy? Just wait for the camera. There you go. The blade is in there, right? Now, I'm going to press this down. Don't do this at home, but you're going to press that down. You see how the blade engages when you press it down. So the blade is tucked away the whole time. Now, you use a normal 45mm rotary cutting blade in there, and they're very, very quick and easy to change, right? So now, if you, I don't, oh, this seems such a shame to cut this piece of fabric. Oh, well. It's not from a bundle, is it, Kat? Okay, right, okay. So, if you're left-handed or right-handed, this is brilliant as well. So what you do, you see along here, you've got your up to 23 inches. I'll do it that way up, so it's the right way up for you. Oh, well, it's the right way up that side. It's the wrong way up that side, so whichever way you're going. So you can also see here, we go from 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches, right? So what you do, you would normally square off your edge at the side here, but I'm not going to do that now. So you turn it this way round. You think, oh, I want a 2.5 inch strip. I'm just using the selvage. You wouldn't do that, but you line up your 2.5 inches along that line there. Now, the blade can go either way, right? So at the moment, you see, I can move the blade up and down. It's not cutting anything because you're not putting any pressure on it. As soon as you put pressure on this blade, right? Slices through the fabric. You've got your 2.5 inch strip there. Perfect cutting, right? And then obviously you then go along again. Another 2.5 inch strip here. So you line up your 2.5 mark on there and your 2.5 mark on there. Take that one out of the way. Now this way you can go back this way. Now you can support your ruler by putting your hand here. You've got a safety guard here, so your hand is never going to be anywhere near that blade, is it? And also, like I say, as soon as you take your hand off that, the blade pops back up again, and there's your 2.5 inch strip. I mean, then you can then, but then what you can do, as I won't go on, but you can then do diamonds and everything. Look, because you then line up your, oh, here we go. I should have practiced this, shouldn't I? Here we go. Oh, there you go. Head will come out of the shot in a minute. Right? Then you've got your edge there. You can then cut. Once you've got that edge there, you can measure your 2.5 inches or whatever. And you cut really, look, perfect. Well, I mean, that's a bit too long, but you could, whatever measurements you want, you can cut. That's an elongated trapezium, I think you'll find. Oh, it's very hot in here. Anyway, it's £64.99, that. Yeah, you get both in one, ruler and the blade, both in one. No, the other thing I need to tell you is when you get it home, don't hang it up. This is just a handle. Don't hang it from that handle. What I would do is, it comes in a lovely box, which I haven't got to show you. Keep the box, store it in the box under your bed next to your cutting mat. The what, Shane? Yeah, the Fiskars rotary cutter is rotary and ruler. She wouldn't be without. Right, let's do this out of the way then. Store it under your bed, like that. Right, ruler racks. Small one. These are invaluable. These are £10.99. This is the ruler rack with 4 slots. It's made of beech, this, isn't it? Yeah, and lovely for putting your rulers in. Doesn't matter what size. It's got little rubber stoppers on the bottom, so it's not going to slip anywhere. Keep all your rulers nice and safe like that, standing up. At £10.99. Now, obviously, all I'm showing you now is the wooden ruler stand, £10.99. But if you want the big one, if you've got lots of long, thin rulers, like this one, this one's got 5. This one's got 5 slots in it. Look. It's only £1 more. Oh, that's unusual. £11.99. Twice the length, £1 more. There you go. Keeps them nice and tidy, out of them, not on the floor, so you don't tread on them. Perfect. Right, got to move on. Rulers, I've got 4 rulers to show you. Right, I'm going to do this one first because every designer you ask, you say, which ruler would you buy? This is from Creative Grids, right? Rachel the ruler. We love Rachel the ruler at Creative Grids. This is the one that every designer said they buy to start with. It's 24.5 by 6. So that means if you get a piece of fabric off a bolt and you fold it in half, this ruler is long enough to take the whole width of the fabric, should you want to cut the whole width. You know how many times it says 3.5 inches by width of fabric? Well, you can just use this. It's got all the increments on in black and white, down to 1/8 of an inch. It has these incredible, you're here, little silicone circles. They're like a grip. So once, obviously this has got a plastic sheet on. You take your plastic sheet off when you get yours. Once it's on the fabric, in fact, in fact all mine are wrapped. But once you get your fabric, is that the same size, that one there? Yeah. Once you get your fabric underneath, you see, it's not going to move anywhere. It's solid, but I mean, you can move it, but it just means once you start sliding your rotary cutter through it, it's going to be absolutely brilliant. The grip is, and all the way around the edge as well, so it goes all the way around the edge and in all the dots there. Very, very clear. Lots of grippy spots on that one. Okay, then I'm going to move on to this one, because this is the one that the designer said they bought second. Because if you put it next to this, we've created a lovely 90-degree angle, lovely and wide. Very good for squaring off. 12.5 by 12.5 inches. Your blocks are very seldom bigger than 12.5 inches, but fantastic at squaring off. Again, look at all the slippy grips. They're not non-slippy grips. You don't want slippy grips, you want non-slip grips. And again, it's all the way around the outside. And they're a local company. I rang Rachel the ruler a couple of weeks ago. She thought it was her husband. She went, is my tea ready? I know. Cheeky. meet a customer and everything. Is my tea ready? She's got lovely jewellery. Oh, she's got lovely jewellery. I'll get her on one day. She loves coming on the telly. I'll get her on one day. She'll be watching now. Right, then I'm going to do this one here, which is a lovely shape. This one's good if you go to classes and things like that. 6.5 by 12.5 inches. Good for slipping in your bag, that one, isn't it? Again, you've got everything that you get with the Creative Grid. You get your non-slippy around the edge, your non-slippy dots, all your increments in black and white, so it doesn't matter what colour fabric you're using. You're going to be able to see all the increments, whether it's dark or light. £14.99. And then last but not least, I haven't got this one open, have I? This one is a Stripology Squared Mini. This is one of those rulers that you can't think, oh, I don't need one of those. And when you get it, you'll think, how have I lived without this all this time? It's a mini, Stripology Mini, but it's a squared off mini. So you can do strips. Strips, not stripes, strips. You can do squares, you can do diamonds, you can do all sorts of things. It does come with a fantastic instructions leaflet. And also, if you go to the Creative Grid's website, you might see Rachel the ruler. You might see her. I think this is a Gudrun one, this one though, isn't it? Yeah, this is Gudrun's one, this one. She designed it. You won't believe how much you'll use it. It's got everything you need. It's got all your non-slip on the strips and everything. It's got all the different sizes down the side there. Has this one got stars and blocks on it? Has it where? Underneath there. Underneath there. So if you want to do certain width ones, you follow the stars or follow the star, follow the star. Anyway, that's the end of the hour. So let's have a look at the picture of what Cara's making next, right? Because I need to warn you, right? The hour pre-order will be going on in literally seconds, right? I know we haven't got enough. That giraffe fabric there is a panel. I know we haven't got enough. And I know by the time Cara makes it from wherever she's sitting, lazing in her green, she gets her own blooming dressing room and green room and everything. By the time she's walked here, I bet you any money they've sold out. If you want that one, go to the website now. Kat's going to load it now. But we are going to do an hour of applique and how to make that lovely, is it a pyjama bag? It is. I'll see you then.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Hi there, my name's Alison Marion and I'm thrilled to be joining the Sewing Street family. I live in Staffordshire where I run a couple of sewing groups and I have a passion for vintage sewing machines and also applique. I've stitched in some form for as long as I can remember, but I absolutely love teaching and helping people stretch their skills and hopefully demystifying some of the techniques that can be quite daunting for beginners. So I'm looking forward to meeting the team and getting into the studio. See you soon.
My name's Janet Goddard and I'm the author of this book, Weekend Makes Simple Applique, 25 quick and easy projects to make. This is a follow-on from my book, Weekend Makes Patchwork. Now the idea for this book came about because we don't always want to commit to making a larger, more complicated project. Sometimes we just want to make quick and easy projects. And of the projects in this book, some will take an hour, some will take 2 to 3 hours, some half a day or a day. Now if you're new to applique means putting one piece of fabric on top of another. You cut out fabric motifs and you place the motif on a background fabric and then you stitch it down. Now in the book I go through 5 different ways for applique. 3 are completed on the sewing machine and 2 are completed by hand. For each of those methods in the book I detail the instructions about how to complete the applique, and then each has step-by-step photos as well. Now my suggestion would be to try all 5 methods and find the one that you really enjoy, and then use that method to complete the projects in the book. Now there are a variety of projects, and they include a cushion, okay, a notice board, a pajama bag, a picture in a frame. For those that love to sew, there are sewing items. So there's a needle book and a pin cushion, a glasses case and a coin purse. For those of you that like your boiled eggs in the morning, there's some little egg cozies, a pencil case, notebook cover, and a whole variety of makes. Each project in the book comes with step-by-step instructions and also has detailed photos as well for each step. And in the back of the book there are templates, and the templates are drawn to full size, so there's no need to enlarge any of the templates. There are a variety of projects, 25 to be exact, so I hope you have a good look at the book, have a dip in and out, and hopefully there's something there that you would like to make. They're great for gifts, or maybe to keep for yourself, and with Christmas coming up, what a great idea to receive or to give a handmade project. Have a great day, everyone.
Has she finished chatting yet? Has she finished? Because I don't need to talk about this book, because lovely Janet was on there just talking about the book, wasn't she? I'm just putting a bit more hand sanitizer on, because we've just cleared the tables and everything. So here we go. $11.99 this one. Weekend Make Simple Applique. Are you making enough noise over there?
Oh, sorry.
I remember this book. Oh, I'm new here. I'm new here, but we had this book at Sewing Quarter. Because we did Janet come on and do it? I'm not sure if Janet came on and did it, but it's a brilliant book. It's a brilliant, because we did the pencils. We'll go through it and I'll show you what we did. Leafy cushion. Unbelievable. Door stop. Stop that door. Tulip picture. That's not tulip. Oh, I'm going backwards. That's a gift bag. Okay. What's that? Oh, guesses on a postcard. Oh, glasses. They're glasses. I was going to say it's a mask case, but this book will have been printed before we were all wearing masks, wouldn't it? Oh, she likes that flower. Look, that's one we did live on air. I wonder who I did it with now. I definitely did it at Sewing Quarter anyway. Makeup bag, obviously. That's a hot water. Oh, I did that as well. We've done that as well. We're not doing either of those today. We're doing the pajama case. Scented sleep pillow. Now, I wonder how big that is. How big do you reckon that is? Do you reckon? 9 inches, yeah. No, you only need 9 inches of the peach and 4 inches of the pink. It's not very big then, is it? Coasters. Oh, look. Parrots. You know, there's 396 different parrots. Placemats. Bread basket. Egg cozies. Oh, do you see the things? When I was little, we had so many egg cozies. Do people not have soft-boiled eggs anymore? I'll tell you what I've got, which I think is brilliant. It's nothing to do with sewing. It's this machine, and you put your eggs in, and you have a little jug, and if they put 2 eggs in, you fill it to, you want it soft, medium, or hard. You fill it to the line, put it in, plug it in, and then it buzzes, and the eggs are perfect. I'd never ever seen anything like that before, ever. Coffee cozy. The thing is that if I made that, there's no point having a cozy. I'd have drunk it all by the time it was, tablet case. Oh, here goes the pencil case again. I can't remember who we did it with now. Anyway, button bag, pink cushion, brand new book, 2 Sewing Street, with lovely applique in there. Now, that's the book, right? That's the book at $11.99. However, if you buy one of the bundles, you get the book in the bundle. You get the book in the bundle. So I might as well start with the giraffe one, mightn't I? Right. In this bundle, you do get the book, the right way up. You do get, oh, sold out, and I haven't even shown it to you. I'll show it to you for those of you who've bought it. I'll show it to you if you haven't bought it. This is now sold out. You get a fat quarter of the red. You get, oh, hang on. Hang on. No, this is wrong. Oh, no, that's not wrong. Sorry. That's a fat quarter. That's a half a metre. And this is the panel. If you've bought it, there are none left. There are none left. There are none left. And there are 36 in baskets. So 36 of you have missed out on this. Oh, look. I'm not rubbing it in, I promise. But it is sold out. We'll try and get more. Not for today. We won't be able to get more for today. But if you've bought that, that's what you've bought. We've got 2 other gorgeous bundles as well. Close it, close it, close it. 60 now in baskets. It was on pre-order and they've all gone. And we only put it on pre-order 3 minutes ago. Don't be thinking, oh, they all bought at 8 o'clock. They didn't. It literally went on in the break. Oh, no, it's not, doesn't drip out. Look, that's what's good about this hand sanitizer. But I will put the top on because I've got fabrics around. Right, so in this bundle, you get the book. This one's called the Sand Castle. Yeah, Pyjama Bag. So you get the book. You get a metre of that gorgeous yellow. Now it's blotchy. Is that the same blotchy fabric as we had earlier? Is it called mottled? Oh, no. Okay, that's called mixer, that one. So you get half a metre of that. No. You get a metre of that one. You get a metre of that one. You get half a metre of your sandcastles. And you get a fat quarter of the orange splodge. Yes, that's confused me. 1 metre, half a metre, fat quarter. Book. $24.99 for the whole thing. $24.99. Is this? Oh no, this isn't the one we're demonstrating in. The one that we're demonstrating in is the one coming up next. So again, I don't know why I keep moving the book because I could just bring the fabric there. You get the book. You get a fat quarter of the purple splodge. You get half a... Oh, that's nice. Half a metre. Is that called eggs? Looks like eggs, that. Oh, it's Hannah Basic, that one. Soft or hard. Soft or hard. Fried, I think they are. And then you get a metre of that beautiful rose print. This is the one you're going to see demonstrated. Oh, loads of these gone flying into baskets straight away. Beautiful, isn't it? Okay, Cara, it's all yours. I'll be back in an hour when you're finished.
What, you're going to be able to manage to be quiet for an hour?
Right? What are you saying? There's nobody in the office to talk to, is there? I'd have to just sit there on my own, be quiet. Right, so why did you choose to do the pyjama bag then?
Because there's lots and lots of really nice things in the book, and the pyjama bag is really good for beginners.
Perfect.
Really good for beginners. If you've been lucky enough to get the giraffe panel, I'll just talk a little bit about what I did. You'll see that actually I've added some fussy cut heads of the giraffes actually on the panel there. So this particular item, I mean, it says pyjama bag. I would use it if I was going away for a weekend, for a laundry bag. You know, you can use it for lots and lots and lots of different things. But yes, so I've fussy cut some of the giraffe heads, and it was just quite unusual to try and choose which sections that you wanted to use, because the fabric has got an overall pattern. I was able, and I don't know how I managed to do it, but I've got a panel at the bottom and I tried to sort of match the heads with the necks, so it didn't just look like, you know, the heads were sort of suspended. And then I used the bottom part of the panel for the top part of the bag. So, you know, that was sort of unusual as well.
Where's the blue fabric?
I didn't use the blue fabric, but you can use the blue fabric for the lining.
Oh, okay.
You can use it for other
what have you used to line then?
I've actually used the giraffe fabric.
No, it's fine. So if you want to save some of the giraffe for another project from the book that goes with it.
Yes,
so if you did, say you did use it for taking your smalls on holiday or whatever, or shoes or whatever. But you could also make yourself a little makeup bag or something else. If you use the blue to line it with, you've got enough of the giraffe fabric.
Definitely. So the other thing that you could do is on any of these is actually applique a name. So if it's for a child's sports bag or something like that, there's loads and loads of things that you can use for this particular bag.
Well, yeah, it'd be nice a PE kit for school, you know, like the youngsters when they get...
And a reading book.
Are they allowed to do PE though at the moment?
I think they can. Okay. And dancing, you know, if they're still doing dancing, you know, we've got a leisure centre near us and they're still doing dancing.
Oh, right.
So, you know, they could put all their dancing things in there and everything. So it's such a useful bag and, you know, it was chosen really because it's a very simple project. So if anybody's not done much sewing before, then this is lovely because it can be very, very simple and straight lines, straight stitches, straight seams. So nothing complicated, but you can add little elements to it.
Of course, yes, because you could have put the name across the red strip at the top, couldn't you?
Yes, definitely. So, you know, there's lots of different things you can do with it. I love the book from the point of, I'll just move the iron out of the way. I love the book from the point of view, there's 25 different projects and you say that you've had some of these demonstrated
not at Sewing Street, at Sewing Street, at Sewing Quarter.
You know, very, very simple ideas, and she takes you through, which is lovely, different techniques. And again, we were talking about sort of at Christmas time, making gifts for presents and things like that. So she will go through all very, very simply the different techniques and everything. And then when you get to the applique, she will suggest different ways of doing the applique, which is good. So I was going to show you a couple of ways of doing the applique. So all the technical information is at the beginning. There's a bit about quilting, binding, and then you get into the projects. And there's just some lovely simple projects, you know, that won't take long to do. I think that's what I like about the book. And because it's just so clear, you know, there's just so many photographs which help. I'm a visual person rather than reading things. I like to actually see what things look like as I'm doing it. But very, very simply laid out, lovely placemats. I love these baskets for doing different things. You know, you can do one for knitting, crocheting, sewing. And again, just using very simple applique techniques.
Sometimes it's nice to have a project, like if you sit down on a cold grey afternoon, you think, I want to do some sewing, don't want to start a frock, don't want to start a whole quilt, don't want to start anything too big, don't want to do hand stitching, then you could pop into this bag and it's something you could make in an afternoon, isn't it?
You definitely can. So this is the actual pattern that we're going to be using today.
Oh, yes.
So this uses different fabrics. So again, you were talking about the different fabrics. You can mix and match with the fabrics that you have at home as well, which is nice. But I wanted to go through the basic techniques and everything. So she'll take you through your different fabrics, what size. So the size that this particular one is going to be when it's complete is 20 by 12 inches. So it's a substantial size, which is nice. And I love the tie at the top as well, you know, is just sort of quite simple again. But then, you know, you go through the book and at the back you've got all the little motifs for the different projects.
Oh, good, because on that one, on the one I saw before, the one on the book, did she have, oh yes, the little washing line or something on the one that she had on the book. They're all in there, are they?
Yes, they are. So some of the motifs that we're using now, like for a peg bag or something like that, are the same motifs that we're using on the Pajama Bag. So I thought I'd start, let me pop that down there, out of the way. Start with what you will do to get the actual project started. So Bondaweb I know is on the actual website. So you'll start with some Bondaweb and you will trace the design that you want to transfer. I haven't got a pencil here.
Is there one in the thing
one
above
behind you? I need one of those. I don't know if there's a pencil.
I can run. Have you got a pencil in there, Kat?
No, don't worry. Don't worry. It will show up better actually on here. This is a felt tip pen. But you will actually draw around the shape. So you've traced.
No, I was going to say, could you just push it forward a little bit because we just get the top of your head in the shot. That was all. They are moving that camera, so we'll be better off soon. But
don't want to see the top of my head. So I'm just tracing, so with a pencil you do this at home, and you just trace round onto your Bonder web. Be a little bit more economical than I am. I've just plonked it in the centre.
I could have sworn I saw the roll of Bond web when we went through the website earlier, but it is on the website. You just pop to the website, get Bond web. You can either buy it in the packet, where you get a long thin strip, or you can buy it on the roll of 5 metres.
So you just trace that onto your Bonder web, onto the paper side, not the glue side.
Gluey side.
And I do happen to have one, but you won't be able to see that so easily, but I've actually used a chalk pencil.
No.
Not sure if you can see
Can't
that.
see that at all.
No, sorry.
It's all right.
So you trace that onto your... Trace that... oh, there you go. It's a bit better on the paper side.
Would help.
It might
would
help. So I've just... That's how much Bonder web you need.
Yeah.
So only a tiny little scrap. But it's so useful to have if you want to do some more of the projects from the book.
Yeah.
So you cut roughly round, I think I have got some paper scissors.
I was going to say, I think I cleared all the scissors off the set earlier in the thing.
And take some of the fabric. So this is this lovely purple, and it's so colourful.
So that's your fat quarter, isn't it? You've got to that, isn't it? Yeah.
So onto the wrong side of the fabric, you have the sticky side of the Bonder web, and you iron that onto the back. Okay, so it's the wrong side of the fabric and the sticky side down. No,
can you just slide it across just to your left a tiny little bit? Perfect, thank you.
And you take your iron, no steam is needed, and you just gently pop your iron over the Bond web. And you can see, because I've used a chalk pencil rather than a friction pen or anything like that, those shapes are still kept there. And then another pair of scissors somewhere.
What are you looking for?
My scissors.
You can use those ones if you want. They're on here on the table there, the cream ones there.
Thank you.
Grey ones. I thought I had a pressing mat in this hour, Kat. Yes, and some other bits and bobs. Okay.
So I'm just cutting roughly round, and as you see, you know, you've got plenty of fabric left over.
Have you got more than a fat quarter? Were you said more than a fat quarter?
I don't know. Not sure.
There is plenty.
Yeah, there is plenty. Plenty, you know, for making any lettering or things like that, which is good. And then what you'll do is you'll cut out the individual shapes. So just follow the line.
Julie says, hello both, can you use freezer paper? Loving the demo and the show. You can use freezer paper, it's only one-sided freezer paper, isn't it? This way you can actually stick your motifs to the fabric before you stitch them, whereas with freezer paper, you can cut your shapes out via the freezer paper, but then that doesn't stick it to the actual bag, does it?
No, that's right. So what you will do is then cut out your individual shapes, and because it's Bonder web, you can actually just peel that back, hopefully.
Yeah. If you have an issue, you can get a pin. Oh,
I was just going to
do that.
yeah.
So I'll shut up.
That's all right. Was joking earlier.
What's about?
About you talking.
My dad used to that when I was little. He said, if you can stay quiet for 5 minutes, it just shows my age now, I'll give you a sixpence, right? And I never, ever, ever
got a sixpence. Oh, bless you. A lot of people won't know what a sixpence is.
Thanks. That makes me feel fantastic.
I do.
2.5p, wasn't it?
Yeah, I do. I remember.
Mars bars used to be sixpence.
Oh my goodness. Right, so I've taken the Bonder web paper off the back, and you're left with the actual sticky surface, and this is what you adhere to your fabric.
Right.
I just have a little bit of fabric here. It's not the exact size. I'll show you what I have done on those ones.
People are loving this bundle. I've got it here. This bundle. You're absolutely loving this bundle. So what you get in this bundle is the book. Oh, if I try and put that nicely, it's all not in the centre. There you go. The book, a fat quarter of the purple, half a metre of the pink and 1 metre of the floral. Absolutely loving it. Also, if you don't want to ruin your iron, I said I wouldn't do this, but I've just got to interrupt. If you don't want to ruin your iron with the glue or your ironing board from the glue of the Bondo, we do this applique mat, which is like a Teflon sheet. And it literally, you can sandwich your applique between it or just put it between the iron and your applique. And if any glue does squelch out, it goes onto the mat rather than onto your iron or onto your ironing board. And when the mat, be careful because the mat can get very hot, but once it's cooled down, you can just peel it off. Thank you.
The other thing I use is a piece of scrap of fabric.
Oh, do you indeed?
As well, you know, so if you haven't got a sheet, you know, you can use.
You can get a sheet. We can get a sheet though. How much was it?
Yeah, definitely.
$6.99.
Yeah. It's really useful if you're going to do a lot of applique. A sheet like that is fantastic.
Yeah.
So, so you can place your pieces actually on the fabric, and you can see here how I've placed mine. So it a little bit jaunty, you know, pajama bottoms and tops there. Whoops, sorry, that's my
and a poppy.
And a poppy.
Oh, be careful, you don't catch the pin on you.
Yeah. So I'm going to actually pop mine like that.
So you're decorating both the top strip and the bottom strip, or you?
No, this is just for demo purposes.
Sorry,
That's all right.
No.
So then you just press that, and the Bondo web adheres it to your fabric. So that won't move now, which is great. So on the wider piece of fabric, that's where we've actually placed. You want to make sure that you allow at least an inch top and bottom, because you want them in the centre. You don't want them close to the edge or anything like that. So place them on there first and then press them. And then within the book, she'll tell you different methods of actually doing the applique. And the one that I've chosen today is on the machine. You can do it by hand, you can do it, just leave it like this, but obviously if it's going into the washing machine, it's going to start
yeah, because Bondo web say, don't they, it's not a permanent, it's not a permanent fixing, so if you do put it in the washing machine, there's no, and don't stitch it, there's no guarantee they'll stay on.
And what you can do is hand stitch it, or you can machine stitch it. 2 of them, I've actually done a little zigzag.
Right.
And on this machine, I've actually changed. I would recommend actually having a go on a scrap of fabric. On this one, I've put the width of the actual zigzag down to 2. So that's the width of the stitch there.
Right.
Don't know if we can get in close
we're not going to, can you get in close to that, Jeremy? Oh, hang on, you have to move it across because the camera will only let it. There you go. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Stop.
Yep.
No, not you. Or
Bonnie the bolt. Right a bit, left a bit.
Now who's showing their age?
Me. So we've got, this is the width of the actual zigzag there. So on this machine, I've done it as a number 2.
Yeah.
And then it's the distance between there. So the closer, the shorter the length of the stitch, is it the length of the stitch? The closer together the zigzag is. But on this one, I quite liked the open effect.
Also, if I'm a great fan of satin stitch, but it can get too heavy. If you make them very, very close to each other, it can then clump up the edge of your applique when it's a delicate one like that.
When it's quite detailed, I think. So I've got the actual width of the stitch is 2, and then the length of the stitch, if you like, is a number 1.
Right. But like Cara said, do it on a scrap of paper, a scrap of fabric first, so you can see that it's the right size that you want it to be before you actually do it on your bag.
And the other thing that I found was try and always finish your stitch with the needle on the right-hand side.
Oh, okay.
So on the edge of the fabric. I'm just going to move that.
I need to tell you this bundle sold out. If everyone checks out their baskets, there's more people got it in their baskets than have got it. So that the giraffe one's definitely gone. This one will be gone if you all check out your baskets. But as a word of warning, if you don't check out your basket, someone else comes in and they do check out, they will get it and you won't, or you may not. You may not. So you can get the book on its own, and we've still got this bundle, which I'll put out on the desk for you to have a look at, because I thought this would have been the most popular one, to be honest. But anyway, so what we said, make sure the needle is always on the right-hand side, did you say?
If you're zigzagging along the edge of the fabric,
Yeah.
I'll show you here. If you're zigzagging on the edge of the fabric
Hang on, Jeremy's
here,
just coming into there. And bring it to your left a little. Left, 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 left,
I'm going to move that over.
left, left,
There we
left.
go.
Perfect.
Yeah. So if you're doing your stitching along the edge of the fabric there,
Yeah.
my needle I would want to finish on the right hand side.
Right, on
so
the
it's actually
outside.
against the edge of that fabric
Yes,
there.
got it.
Okay. It would help if I actually put this stitch onto a zigzag stitch, and I hadn't.
Oh, okay. Is that why you were looking peculiar?
Yeah, I
at
was
it?
like, why is this not working? So the zigzag on this one, your machine will have a different number, is number 6. So I'm just going to change that's it. So that should be the zigzag.
And
So I
it's on the
just
right
wanted
size.
to-
It hasn't gone to default size.
Yeah,
Has it?
it's yes, it has. So thank you, John.
No, that's all right.
So I'm just going to move my needle so it's over to the right. Hoping this will work. Worked in beforehand, I know. Pop the needle down. Yeah.
Now, have you literally just got the 2 pieces of fabric with the bonded web between it? There's
Yeah.
no backing on the...
No, I didn't find because it's not too detailed
Uh-huh.
and because they're quite small pieces, I didn't find that I needed to put anything behind. I'm just going to come up to the corner. Don't know how much of this you'll be able to see, but my needle's now on the edge of that fabric. I've put my needle down, I'm going to lift the foot up and then turn. And by doing it like that, it means that it's on the edge of the actual fabric when I've turned the corner. So now I'm just going to do, and just take your time. If you've never done this before, I would always recommend on a scrap of fabric, have a go. Because it is quite daunting sometimes to do something, you know, if you're doing it for the first time.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're a bit unsure. And you will notice, but nobody else will notice whether it, you know, it's exactly as you wanted it to be.
No, but we're our own worst critics, aren't we?
Oh my goodness, I am, definitely. So I'm just coming up the leg of the pajama bottom, and I'm just going to make sure the needle's there. Then I'm turning it all the way around. I will show you another way of adhering this as well, stitching this to the... You can slow the speed of the machine down as well. Just when you get to the end, just take time. Then pop the needle down. And you can see it doesn't take too long at all. And I've chosen a thread that tones with the fabric. But, you know, you can have a contrast.
Well, no, because you could do a highlight if you want to. You could do like a bright pink or something.
Oh my
around the edge.
gosh,
Those
yes,
nice.
that would be fun, wouldn't it? And then just across here. Okay. So I'll just bring this over, just cut the threads off. And hopefully you can see, this is the one that I've done here.
Perfect.
All around the edge. Okay, the other way you can do it is just with a straight stitch.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I can do a straight stitch or I can carry on with the assembly
No,
of the
do the
bag.
straight. We're only halfway through the show, so
Oh,
it's
that's
absolutely fine. Got
perfect.
plenty of time.
So I'm going to switch this off because I'm not sure how to clear it.
It's not a clear button.
I'm sure there is. You can't see it at the moment. Okay, so I've gone back to a straight stitch.
Right.
And because they're quite small pieces,
Yeah.
I am actually going to leave it on the stitch length here. If it was a large piece, I think I'd make the stitch longer.
Okay.
Your needle's now in the middle because it's not on a zigzag, so you're not going left and right.
Yeah.
Pop it down. And then you just machine. Now, you could, if you wanted to, do free motion embroidery.
Right.
Or you can do what I'm doing, which is just following the lines of the actual shape.
Of course. No, the only thing you need to watch, though, is doing a zigzag, your fabric, when you start washing it, won't fray as much.
No.
When you do a straight stitch, it could zigzag.
It fray.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It could fray, yes.
Yeah. But sometimes I think on handmade things, the actual fraying looks really effective.
Yeah, oh yes, yeah.
So
If you're making it for a child to go to ballet class, she might
Yeah.
not like the...
No,
she or
it's
he
fraying.
might not
Yeah.
like the frayed bit, might they?
Yeah. So just take your time. Just going to move my needle up. And then if you're doing curves, just do a few stitches. I'm sure this machine can actually do it where the needle stays down, but I haven't worked that one out yet.
Is it the 550?
Yes. Anyway. So I'm just going around the curves, just taking my time. And then down. And what I would tend to do, and to help secure it and also make it look nicer, is actually do it twice. So go over your stitching again.
But also what looks nice is don't worry if you don't go exactly on the line.
Exactly, yeah. It is, a handmade gift. It's not something, that you've gone and you want it to be absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
So, we are our worst critics, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
And then just across the bottom there. I'm only going to do this once because I want to get on with the actual assembly of the bag. So.
Kat's mum just bought the book.
Oh. What's she going to make, Kat?
Well, Lisa. Don't buy the book. It might have been a birthday present.
Whoops. Okay. So I've done the straight stitches around that piece now. So some of them are zigzagged and some of them are straight, just from the demonstration point of view. So you'll see that, it isn't exactly the same distance from the edge, but as I say, it's secured that fabric actually onto the base fabric.
Yeah.
So that's your basic applique that you can use for lots of the projects within the book. So the next stage is actually assembling the front and the back panel. I've already assembled the back panel.
So you've got no decoration on the back? Then?
No decoration on the back, but what you can do is this is where you can do your name or something like that. You can play around with the back if you want to. So it's just rectangles that are all joined together.
And that's all in the pattern, isn't it?
And just the sizes and everything.
Yeah.
The only thing that I will point out, if I can, is that you need to mark 2 inches down from the top.
Right.
Leave an inch and make another mark at 3 inches. And this is the channel. This is where your ties are going to go through.
Okay.
So you do that on the back panel, both sides, and then we do it on the front panel as well.
Right.
So just here and here. Okay, so now we just assemble it by attaching everything together. So I'm just going to do some straight stitching. So I don't know if you want to...
Want to watch? I'm just going to watch.
Yeah, you can carry on watching.
So the panel that we've done the little washing line on, where's that going? Not yet?
Not yet. It's going after this pink one.
Okay.
So...
And what's the seam allowance on the project?
1/4 of an inch.
1/4 of an inch,
yeah.
okay. And is the bag completely lined?
Yes, yes. So it will give you measurements for the lining, and the lining doesn't have these rectangular panels. It's
just a solid piece.
Plain,
Yeah.
solid piece.
Of course, it'd be silly to stripes inside, unless, of course, you're making it reversible. No, you can't make it reversible.
You can.
With the pulley tie.
Yeah, the ties. Yeah, I think no, they'd be fine because you're actually machining through both bits. But the ties, no, they wouldn't be on the outside. You'd need to leave the gap, wouldn't you? So I've just attached the big part. That's a very technical term, isn't it? The big part.
Yeah. Is that the top of the bag?
That's the top of the bag. That's what I wanted to let you know. So this is where the ties are going to go. They're going to go across there.
Right.
Okay. So that's going to be all gathered up, which is why when I did the giraffe, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't losing the heads of the giraffes or things like that. Yeah. So I did the pattern bit at the bottom. So that's your first bit. Now what you're going to do is attach that to the next bit. So you want to make sure that your pajamas are facing the right way.
Yeah.
So we put right sides together and then just machine that again 1/4 of an inch. And then it's just adding the other bits to the bottom until you've got a front and a back panel.
So when you did the giraffe, hang on, so we're on, which bit are we on now? We're adding the bit now that's the cream bit on the giraffe one.
Yeah, the giraffe I played around with actually, because the red panels, I loved the red, sort of as a contrast. And I actually did my applique, instead of doing the applique on this part, I actually did it on the bottom part.
Oh, okay, right.
So what I could have done is, and I think what would look lovely is if you have got fabric like that, is maybe using some H640 or something, and you can quilt round the outside.
Oh, yes, nice.
Which would be really nice. But I was getting a bit complicated. I don't want to make it too complicated.
And also the whole idea of this project is it's to show you how simple projects are.
Yeah.
So but that's that thing of like, oh, I could just do this, or I could just do that.
I know. So we've just added that bit there. So we've got another pink bit to add, your egg fabric, as you said.
Yes.
I've never seen pink eggs.
Oh, I have.
Oh, no. So again, just normal straight stitches. And you'll see that this comes together very quickly.
Yeah.
So if you
it's all just straight line, apart from the applique, it's all straight lines, isn't it?
It is. And also, if you don't want to put any applique on it, you don't have to.
No.
Again, when I was doing it, I was thinking, oh, Christmas fabrics.
Oh, yes.
You know, it's like a Christmas sack. Yeah. And again, you could put a child's name on it.
Or a grown-up's name. We need Christmas sacks too.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. So I'm just doing the straight seams there. About 1/4 of an inch. Don't worry if it's not exact.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be. And then we've just got the bottom part of the fabric.
And in real life, would you press as you go along? Or do you just
I press at the end. I'm going to press at the end. Because it's not affecting anything else that I'm stitching yet. I'll press at the end. And
it's just my dressmaking background. You learn to, after every single seam, you press, because you never know where suddenly, if you don't press it and then it goes into an armhole or something, you think, I can never get to that bit again now. So you just literally, and also they liked us to keep it looking pristine at any moment. Sort of thing, you know.
No, you don't have to do that with this. And I like it because, as I say, it's just rectangles that are joined together.
A third of the stock of the book on its own has gone. The giraffe bundle has sold out. The pink eggs one has basically gone. Just need the last few of you to check out. And then I've got this lovely one, which I thought would have been the most popular one.
I love that one for spring.
Yeah.
I think, you know, that's such a fun combination of colours and things like that. And
come on, Jeremy.
As I say, I would actually use that, you know, if you're going away overnight or something like that and you want a laundry bag.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
I think that will be a real fun laundry bag rather than a plastic carrier bag. We want to get away from plastic carrier bags.
And yeah, but Kat, that's not sensible, is it? She'd take it to the beach, and when she got out of the sea, she would put her wet bikini in it.
Oh, goodness.
Well, that means the whole bag's going to be wet. If you if you put it in your other bag with your picnic, everything's going to be wet. You need to put a plastic lining in it if you do that.
So I've machined all those seams.
Yeah.
So I'm just pressing them open.
Right, and you don't need to finish those seams then?
No. Because they'll be on the inside and they'll have the lining.
Right, oh, of course,
You won't need that. So I've just pressed them open. I'm just going to go, oops, get rid of that. Go along and just press it flat. And because the marks that I made for the channel for the, I actually made with friction pens, I'm not pressing anywhere near that at the moment. So that's your front and back done.
Perfect.
So what we do is we match everything, and you're going to be machining all the way down, across and up.
All the way, even with those marks that those.
Oh no!
Oh, okay.
No, you're right.
Oh, right, okay.
You're going to not.
Yes.
Thank you.
No, it's all right.
Stitch in those sections. So I'm just going to pop a pin there so I don't get a bit carried away.
So you're going to start at the top, sew for 2 inches, stop for 1 inch, then carry on all the way down the side, all the way across the bottom, all the way back up to 3 inches from the. Yeah. Just leaving those 2 gaps open.
That's right. And it's only on the outer fabric. It's not on the inner fabric. It's not on the lining.
Okay.
I didn't match that very well, did I? Don't worry if your fabric doesn't match. You can always trim it up. You know, you don't be too hard on yourself. What you want to try and do is make sure that the seams, though, there match.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we want your stripes to match, don't
Yeah.
you?
So we'll pop a couple of pins in just to hold that in position. Especially if you've got a contrast colour, you know, you want that contrast colour, the stripe, to sort of go all the way around if you can. So just pop a couple of pins in. In fact, I'll do it that way. And the lining is made in exactly the same way, except you machine all the way round and just leave a gap at the bottom.
Right.
And the gap at the bottom is for turning through.
So in the one that you're doing, would your lining be the floral or would it be the eggs?
I did it in the floral.
Okay.
Because I think I have more of the floral.
Yeah, because you start off with a metre of the floral.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think the fabric that you've got the metre of, you can use that.
I mean, what you can do is if you love it so much, you can put that to one side, use something in your stash, just a plain cotton in your stash for the lining. And keep that, you know.
Exactly. I quite liked it, you know, it was like with the one with the giraffe. I quite liked it in the giraffe fabric because you can see at the top. You can see a little bit at the top. So I'm just going to reverse. When you get to your section for the channel, you can do reverse stitching or a lock stitching on your machine if your machine's got a lock stitch. So you're leaving an inch gap, and we're just going to carry on machining. And again, do your reverse stitch. And then just whiz down. The straps, the ties, they're just long pieces of fabric. I haven't got the exact measurement in my head, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it's in the book though.
Yes, it is in the book, and you cut 2 of those. And again, I did those out of the fabric that I had a metre of.
Yeah.
And then you fold over on the long edge 1/4 of an inch and press it, and then 1/4 of an inch on the other long edge. Oops. And then you fold that in half and you machine just one side. So I just machined along one side.
Right, yes, yes, yes.
I'll show you in a minute. So this is really good for your machine skills if you've, you know, not done much machining.
Yeah.
This is really good for just practicing your machine skills.
Well,
And
yeah.
you've got a lovely bag at the end of it.
Exactly, and you're just in straight lines, but you have got that little bit of matching of the stripes as you go along. So it's,
So, you know, it's another technique that you're learning for matching seams and things. So as I say, it's perfect for a beginner. And maybe, you know, a young girl or a young boy who wants to start machining.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a nice project for them. And you've got so many lovely fabrics. I know we've nearly sold out of 2 of the fabrics, but there's so many lovely fabrics to choose from on
totally.
the website.
Well, yeah, because if you bought the book,
yes,
you know what I mean, you could always go to our fabric, you know, our fabric department on the website and choose different fabrics to
Yes, yeah. And as I say, if you fancy a Christmas one, I think that would be lovely.
Except that our Liberty Christmas fabric is very, very limited now. Tartan, we had that lovely tartan fabric. Oh, do you know what as well, is if you're making it for, say you had one for yourself and you did it in the floral, if you wanted to make one for your husband or partner or whatever, we had that earlier with the Victorian fabric or the car fabric for a man.
Oh gosh,
and I know we're all gender fluid and everything like that, but I'm just thinking some men won't carry a floral bag, but if they've got a bag with cars on it or some Victorian gentlemen on it, then they'll feel more comfortable, won't they?
Right, so that's all I've done. I'll show you.
Oh yeah, Kat's just saying how lovely would it look like in the carp fabric with the wave
Oh
fabric.
my gosh,
stripes,
yes. And what I like about this is that you've not got to buy any cord or anything like that. You haven't got to buy anything else. You've got everything here. So all I've done is I've machined down there, left the gap there, and then machined all the way round the bottom. I would normally just trim the edges. I did find my scissors.
Oh,
They were over there. So just trim the edges, just the corner there. It just helps when you turn it through.
Is there a dustbin on the other side of that table?
Yes, there is. Well, it's better than your dustbin that you normally do onto the floor.
Well, no, I've got a proper dustbin here.
Oh, there you go. So this is what I was describing was the length of the fabric.
Yeah.
I folded over 1/4 of an inch at that edge, the longer edge, folded over 1/4 of an inch along that long edge. And then it's folded in half and pressed.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, one of them I've done with cream, and this one I'm afraid I'm going to do with purple unless I
Oh, no, don't worry.
Okay. And then
do you
you're
need
going
two
to,
then?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it does.
Oh, it's not just like a duffel bag. It's posh.
No, it's lovely.
Yeah.
It's really nice. What I would tend to do as well is maybe a few of these in different sizes. I think would be really nice.
The bags, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it'd be perfect. Fill it with sweets for Christmas.
Oh, yes, definitely. Right, I'm going to top stitch, so I'm going to make the stitch length a little bit longer at number 3. And then I'm top stitching about 1/8 of an inch from the edge.
Right. Now, why are you only doing one edge then?
Because the instructions told me to.
Oh, okay.
You've got to fold on the other one. You know, quite often you'll do 2 lines of top stitching.
Yeah.
But
Just
again,
stop it twisting in the washing machine and things.
I just followed the instructions. I thought I'll do what I'm told for once. And it's, you know, it's really effective when it's like that. So that's your stripes done. Stripes, straps.
Stripes, straps.
Stripes, straps.
There's not enough. I don't suppose there's enough of the. Oh, there might be, but you'd have to piece it, wouldn't you? The fat quarter, so you could do your strap
In a contrast
in that,
colour.
you know, like your red one, or in my one here, the orange one.
That's all. You would just piece it.
Yeah.
Right, so that's my straps done. So the next stage is the lining.
We've got about 8 minutes on
Oh,
demo.
perfect,
so you're all right.
perfect. So the lining is exactly the same. They'll give you the measurements and everything inside. The book, leave the top open.
But you don't have to do the 2 inches down, 1 inch,
No,
2 inch on this
no,
one.
so there's no gaps
Right, okay.
down there. And you just need to leave an opening at the bottom.
Oh, a turning, yes,
Okay.
yes.
So I'm going to turn this one the right way through. And I want to just poke out the corners. I'll just use my scissors, I'm afraid. I have got a turning tool.
Oh no, it's not a turning tool. It's somewhere in the.
I have got one handy somewhere.
Scissor. We took all the bits out, didn't we, and put them in the scissor thing.
I've got one. So this is my little turning tool.
Oh yes.
So just to poke out the corners. And it just gives a nicer edge to the bag. If you wanted to, you could do a box bottom and make it so that it would stand. But it depends what you're going to be putting in it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the right side of my bag.
Lovely.
And hopefully I've tried to match, you can see here, tried to match them as best I can so the stripes are going around the outside.
That's
so
right.
we're right side to right side.
Yeah.
So we pop, doesn't matter front or back, they're
Of course
exactly the
not, no.
same. So right side to right side, and you want to match the raw edges at the top.
Yeah.
Which is what we're doing. And again, you're just going to open those seams. I would have pressed these open.
Of course, yeah.
if I was doing this at home. So you want to press open those seams so you've got your fabric flat against each other. Pop a pin in, and then
There's a lot of noise. Considering there's nobody in the office, there's only Elliot in the office. There's an awful lot of noise.
Okay.
Oh, of course, Hayley and Tom are having a meeting, aren't they?
Right. So
Yeah.
you can see that the raw edges at the top are matching. So now all we do is we just machine round. Remember, I made the stitch longer because I was doing a top stitch, so I come back down to the normal length. And this particular machine is quite good. You can actually pop your fabric like that. And again, about 1/4 of an inch, but
Okay.
again, don't worry.
But
And
you're
you're
going all the way around the
all
top,
the
aren't
way
you?
round now. And as you go, I didn't put more than a couple of pins in. I only put pins in at this seam.
Right.
So just as you're doing it, try and make sure your raw edges match.
Of course, yeah.
So just whiz round there, and then you'll be turning it the right way round, right way through, inserting the ties. And with the ties, again, I followed the instructions, and they left the raw edges of the ends of each of the ties,
Right.
and just knotted them.
Oh, okay.
I possibly would actually turn those under, but it's entirely up to you.
Yeah.
It's entirely up to you.
When we had Kerry on the other day from Living in Loveliness, she had a friend called Hilary who passed out when she was coming to meet me at Festival of Quilts and she was too nervous to come and meet me, and she said, and I never got a signed photo or anything. So I've sent her a signed photo, right? And she's just messaging me going, I've just got my photo, John. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's lovely.
Made her day, she said.
Oh.
Very good as dartboard practice, Hilary.
Okay, so I've machined all the way round.
Yeah.
And I would normally trim that.
Yeah.
But for speed's sake.
Yeah, yeah, because she's got a few minutes left.
Yep. I'm just going to pop this through. And then I'll show you how to insert the... Oh, I haven't machined.
Oh, is that now?
No, I think it's in a minute.
Yeah, pull it through to the right way and then machine round.
Yeah. Thank you, John.
That's all right. Somebody messaged in earlier going, John, when are we going to see you doing some sewing? Not today.
Right. So, there we go. So, I can do it. How many minutes have we got?
Oh, only about 2, is it, Jeremy?
Oh, gosh, okay.
Don't worry.
So, I'm going to, I would normally press.
Yes. And stitch up your hole across the bottom.
Yep, stitch up the lining. Just going to pop this back in. So the lining goes inside the bag. You press it.
Yeah.
Okay, and you've got the gap there.
Yeah.
So what you'll do is you'll measure down 2 inches.
Yeah.
And measure down 3 inches, and then you'll machine all the way across there.
But it's going round it, isn't it? Not just straight
going
across. You go
all
round
the way
whole
round.
yeah.
So you'll do it all the way. So I would use a friction pen. Once this is all pressed, I'd machine right the way across so you've got a casing there.
Yeah.
Then you'll take your tie.
I would also, this is just something I do, I would top stitch right round the very top edge.
Definitely.
Because sometimes you can do your casement there and then the top bit goes a little bit squiggly, doesn't it?
Yes.
What are you looking for?
Safety pin.
Behind you on the wall, if you've not got one.
Oh, I've got one. Ooh.
Oh. Oh.
So tie a knot in your ties. Yes, definitely. I did on this one, machined around the top.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, top stitched.
Yeah.
So you'd make a longer stitch and then top stitch all the way around the edge. And then once you've done your lines of machining there, use a safety pin and
you do
thread.
one going...
You go all the way round.
Yeah, and come back out again the
Yep.
same side.
That way.
Yeah.
And then the other one, you'll do from that side all the way round that way.
Yeah.
And then when you pull them together,
They do that nice, they do that lovely, yeah.
so you've got the top of the bag like that.
Fabulous. Perfect timing as well.
Okay.
Thank you very much indeed.
That's quite right. I really wanted to try and finish it, but that's
You'd
okay.
have more or less.
Yes.
When,
yeah.
when you put all the fabric or anything, you can sew it up after that. couldn't
Yes, definitely.
you? We make the guests put everything away as
I
well.
know.
you see. Anyway, thank you. It's been lovely to see you. Do you know when you're in next?
Yes, 14th of November.
Oh, 14th of November. What day of the week is that?
It is I don't know.
No, okay then. I don't know where in the days go all funny in November.
I know.
Anyway, thank you very much.
That's
It's a
quite
Saturday.
right.
It'll be me. It's me.
Oh,
You're on with me. You're on with me.
good.
All right. So now I haven't got many bundles to actually recap. I've just got one. We'll recap this one then. So in this bundle, you do get the book by Janet Goddard. You do get a fat quarter of the orange splodge. You do get a metre of the yellow splodge. And you do get half a metre of the sand castles. This is Lewis and Irene, this one. For £24.99. Now, you can buy the book on its own, which a lot of you have been doing today. Now, Janet Goddard, we didn't have the sound on. Was she Australian? With the lady who did the advert? It's just, doesn't she do, isn't it the same Janet Goddard that does the applique mats? Oh, everyone's gone silent on me. I'll shut up. £11.99. £11.99. This is Weekend Makes Simple Applique by Janet Goddard. Book. The book, and it's very, very popular. Oh, she's not in Australia then. She's in Hereford, Essex. So it's a long way to come from Australia, isn't it? I don't know why I thought she was in Australia. Anyway, never mind. I'll shut up. Have I got anything else to show? No. How many minutes? You could have finished. They were saying only a minute left. Only a minute left of Cara. It's not my fault. No, it's all right. Let's look at tomorrow's menu because we can talk through tomorrow's menu because it's me. All right, at 8 o'clock, adjuster forms. Adjuster forms. Now, remember that adjuster forms are on split pay. So they'll be in a I think they're about £50 a month, aren't they, for 3 months sort of thing. So it's adjuster form and dressmaking. So have you done that hour, Kat? Oh, it's Hannah tomorrow. I wonder what's in the dressmaking then. We haven't got tomorrow's sheets yet. Kat has to print them off for me in a minute before I go home. Oh, actually, Hannah's supposed to have sent them to me, isn't she? She won't have done. 9 o'clock, we've got the Sandra bag with Yvonne McAtamney. Don't know, Yvonne. Not met her yet. 10 o'clock. Oh, now this is new. We've got the Christmas Tudor cottage set with Amber Makes. Now, come away from that a minute. Do you know who Amber Makes is? Do you know who they are? It's only Rebecca Reed and a graphic designer called Amy. What's Amy's last name? Is it? Grant, apparently. I don't think that sounds right. Anyway, she's adorable. They're both on with me at, back to the menu. They're both on with me at 10 o'clock doing their Christmas Tudor cottage set with Amber Makes. That's the name of their company. They do panels and things like that. 11 o'clock. Now, this is going to be interesting. A 3D snowflake with Yvonne McAtamney. It's what, sorry, say, Kat? Oh, we've seen a picture of it. Looks lovely. And then 12 o'clock, it's me again doing a repeat from this morning, the fab fabrics from this morning. But I have to say, that's going to be interesting because an awful lot of them have sold out. Go to the website and check because everything now will be on the website. And our new website does say sold out now. It's not one of those where you click on it and it says, oh, there it is again. Oh, have a look. This is Amber Makes here tomorrow. What? Oh, look, I was going to say, what's Christmas about that? Only Father Christmas coming through the roof, the chimney. Oh, so nothing like Grant. Amy Gaunt. I knew it didn't sound right. Almost no letters. Is that based on a Cheshire farmhouse, do you think? And there are other things as well. I thought on their Instagram they had other things as well. Anyway, gotta go, wittering away. We've got loads of packing up to do. And I've got to go and deliver more of your therapy dolls to Francesca today, so I might have to rush off and leave them to the packing. Anyway, thank you for your company today. Thank you for all your lovely messages. We will see you tomorrow morning. I shall be here bright and early. I don't know what I'll wear tomorrow. I'll see you then. Don't be late.
If you'd like to get in touch with us during our live show and send in any messages or any questions, then you can do it on studio@sewingstreet.com. Alternatively, you can message us on our official Facebook page.
Hi there, my name's Alison Marion and I'm thrilled to be joining the Sewing Street family. I live in Staffordshire where I run a couple of sewing groups and I have a passion for vintage sewing machines and also applique. I've stitched in some form for as long as I can remember, but I absolutely love teaching and helping people stretch their skills and hopefully demystifying some of the techniques that can be quite daunting for beginners. So I'm looking forward to meeting the team and getting into the studio. See you soon.